Yes. Welcome to the Patreon.
Welcome to the motherfucking inner circle.
This is the inner circle. This is where we tell you about business.
Yeah, true.
Do you want to become rich?
Yeah. Join our class.
Join our class.
Why don't we have an academic, like an academy or
Fired up.
an academy
I
going?
thought that's what Psych Null was.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's an act of public service.
Yeah.
True, but now it's time to take that psychnol, the base you've built, and
Flip
go,
it. Yep.
how would you like to be in
Want to
the
learn how
inner
to
circle?
bounce women from one location to the other? I've been getting a lot of pickup artist shit on my timeline.
What are they teaching you?
Just like the approach, like not to stand face to face. You want to kind of like talk. You want to like talk to them from their side. It's like way intense when you're up in their face, but if you like take a side angle where you're like on their shoulder, kind of talking to them from the side, that for some reason and you got to engage the whole group. Don't make the mistake of like singling any of them out. You got to like engage, keep everyone engaged going on. It's Mystery from fucking VH1.
Yeah.
Is doing reels, and it's so fucking funny.
Approach from the side.
Yeah, and there's also like the
Just putting your face right here. Fucking alien.
but then there's also like the passport bro pickup artist guys, which are like, because there's like American pickup artists, and there's guys like, oh dude, move to Colombia.
Yeah, I've seen those.
you see-
There's a British guy that's always talking like that.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy.
I saw a Vice documentary about it.
They're in
where
Malaysia now, too.
Huh?
That's becoming big. Malaysia.
Yeah,
That's the next passport bro spot.
anywhere really.
You got a passport yet?
Not yet.
We gotta
Maher.
get a passport.
Passport bro. Well, you can hire a passport bro.
Delicacy in Asia.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you can hire a passport bro coach who will like, you have like an earphone in and he like just tells you kind of what to say.
Like
Jesus
Hitch?
fucking Christ.
Yes,
Just like Hitch, dude?
It's $5,000. $5,000. You can get like a dude with like a teardrop haircut to fucking
Oh my God.
like help you buy a leather jacket, and then after you approach ladies in Colombia.
Gerbin did it. I'll never forget.
Gerbin got hitched?
No, Gerbin got big into what's that called? Mystery. What's that guy? Pickup artist.
Oh, the game. The book was there's the game, and then there's pickup artist.
well, he got big into becoming a pickup artist. Did you ever hear that story of
Yes,
him and O'Connor?
it's the funniest thing.
Him and O'Connor went and tried it out.
Was that when he went to the park?
They were in Philly. I think they were in Rittenhouse, and they were just
Yeah.
going around like approaching women and being like, "It's just statistical. One of them's going to say
Numbers
yes."
game.
Turns out, they can all say no.
Oh no!
Turns out, you can get really hurt.
Well, he was peacocking too.
And he was peacocking. He had a belt buckle that had like a big word on it. I forget what it was. He was
Yeah.
popped collar polos.
Oh, I remember this. What was O'Connor? Just kind of ground man? Or
O'Connor
he-
was ground man, and he
wasn't
was like,
picking
"That's
up?
my boy over there. Could you go talk to him?" One of those.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was coming from a abundance mindset, being like, I already have so much. You go over, like I'm sharing
Yeah.
right now.
What
Yeah,
year
you
was this, though? Pop collar, that's like 08.
Yeah, it was probably around then.
Oh, okay, all
It was
right.
probably 2010, maybe.
2000, the end of the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Gerbin went into pickup artist, which is the funniest possible.
Yeah.
it's still alive and well. The industry is
Yeah.
still going pretty well.
I would imagine it's the strongest it's ever been. Dudes
Yeah.
are lost.
Yeah, for sure.
The internet has made it so every dude feels like they're totally lost.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying they're not. I believe them.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
you know what
You
we
can
got to do
you can go to Colombia is a hot spot in Medellin. You go to Medellin right
Medellin.
Medellin.
Medellin,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
What
what
did you say? Medea?
now. Medellin. I go to Medellin. You can go there and, dude, the guy. It sounds sick, but like the Vice documentary was like going in on like the reality of it. And there was a guy who was like maybe 25. I couldn't tell how old he was. I'm gonna stop estimating people's ages doing a podcast. there was a guy.
Why?
So I fucking overestimated. By the way, at Blazer
who?
Tag, when I was like, there was like a 30-year-old lady helping us out. I wasn't saying she looked like she was 30 physically. I was saying she was mature. I was going off her maturity.
And how much? It turns out she was very
19.
young. Oh, she was
The guy said, you
19?
know, the girl was 19. You said look 30. And I'm like, I didn't say she looked fucking 30, dude. I said she had the poise.
Yes. She had the
The
demeanor of a
30-year-old
30-year-old blazer
Yeah,
tag.
the guy came down hard on me. I'm like, bro. I mean, he wasn't like being a dick, but I was
They
like,
tried to come down on me right when I got there. They're
Really?
like, you know what you said about us was wrong? And I was like, I didn't say that was all that guy.
I was all saying is I was so high it was weird to talk to people who worked at Laser Tag. That was all I was saying.
I think that's perfectly reasonable
I
and
know.
totally fair.
His
And
eyes are watery and distorted. You can make a 19-year-old look 30 if you're eyes are watery and distorted, like you're full of tears from being
Sure,
high.
it wasn't even physical. It was just the police. Was like I was admiring her. I'm like, damn, the police is crazy.
This is just a Chipotle order going on. You guys are just putting together orders right now.
Dude, they had so in this
Chicken bowl, extra portion, extra chimkin.
Extra chimkin.
Fuck, I don't know what I ordered. Chimkin.
Yeah.
dude, in the docs, it does sound sick, but they have a guy who's in his like mid-20s, let's say, and they're like, yo, how's it going for you? And he comes from like a wealthy family in I think Canada, and he was like, it's going very well. I actually, they said something about birth control, and they're like, there's a girl on birth control. He's like, well, birth control doesn't work very well when you're a wealthy Westerner, and apparently he knocked up one of the Colombian ladies, but he told her like, I'm not going to be with you. So the guy was like, wait, you have a kid? And he goes, I'm doing everything I need to do as a father, but I just, we have differences in opinion about my lifestyle, something like that. Basically being like, I'm going to keep smashing Colombia. I came here to smash Colombian ladies.
He's a
not to
passport.
raise my fucking son.
He's a passport pap.
He's a passport pappy.
Yeah.
But he's just like, yeah, I'm like supporting my kid in Colombia.
Yeah.
That's how he represented himself in the video. Maybe he's doing more, but it was like, dude, you have a fucking son in Colombia? I'm good. You have a son in Colombia? Thank you.
Yeah.
He's a fucking. He went
just
down there to smash and has like a Colombian Nino,
Yeah.
and he has to just like wrap his head around that while still trying to like become the ultimate bro in Colombia and smash babes. It's
Why
like,
do you
bro.
say condoms don't work that well for
No,
Westerners?
birth control pill.
Oh,
saying
okay.
like they're like, yeah, I'm on the pill, and you fucking.
Oh, they're lying.
They got that fucking payday. If you're a rich dude from Canada and now like this lady has you for fucking child support in Colombia, it's like, good for her.
They got child support in Colombia?
Probably, I'd imagine.
I think you can skedaddle on that one.
I mean, that would be the ultimate act of treachery.
I
Just
think
come
you can
back.
go ahead and ski-daddle back to fucking Saskatchewan.
I mean,
I don't know what she's talking about
What
down
the
there.
hell?
Oh,
I'm
gee.
from Nova Scotia.
Never
don't
been
know
to Colombia, no.
But then they ask your kid, like, is that your father? And he's like, hey, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Could be
SA.
him, I suppose. He's just playing hockey like a dirt gravel. Oh, I don't know. I've never met my father. I heard he was a cool guy. He's cutting a lot of ladies down here in Medellin. But yeah, it was pretty. It was Medellin. It was the guy, and it's a Vice reporter, so they're like obviously harping on like it's not right, it's misogynistic, blah blah blah. But they had like an English guy come down.
Was it an old Vice or a new one?
Pretty new.
Because the old ones were great.
They were.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like all their documents. They pick really cool subjects.
Yeah.
But then I've noticed the Vice reporters tend to kind of too cool to school the whole thing, or too cool for school the whole thing.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah. But it was funny because I'll give them this. Actually, was a funny edit they left in. They went to the one guy's like apartment, and it was like same thing, like an internet like community type thing. And the guy is like there's like one of his like henchmen come in to like let the reporters in, and they think they're on camera, and they're like, welcome to the motherfucking paradise. Do one of those, and they're like, "Oh no, dude, just keep it casual." And he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" Like, it's devastating.
Trying to hit him with a welcome to my crib.
Yeah, try to be like, "Bud, mi casa, su casa," and they're like, "What are you?" And they're just
No.
like,
We're just gonna do an interview.
like, "Yeah, we'll just keep it casual." Like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Dude, that was a devastating edit to keep in. And then they went in, and
that's pretty mean.
oh, bro. But I mean, it was. I'll give it to them in terms of journalism. It was funny to capture these guys just like Instagram brain 24/7.
I'll never remember what it was, but I think it was the guy's OK Computer. They used to work with like $1 Million Extreme. They put together a documentary, and I forget the guy's name. It might be Chad, the ultimate.
Travis, the ultimate documentary.
I used to watch it all the
Oh
time,
my
and now
God,
it's
dude.
offline.
What's it about?
Yeah, I
It's
think
about
I have a link to
like
it.
basically a sex tourist guy or it's just like their roommate in the hostel
Yeah.
who's just this douche.
Really?
He's the biggest dude, but they're in Thailand or one of the. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
funniest fucking thing.
I'm going to go fuck some chicks. Like, that's,
This was more like it was sort of like that where but they weren't coming
I
out
think
and
I've
saying
showed
it.
you this.
Maybe you
We
might
watched
have.
it at the old
You
house.
showed me a lot of
I used to
MD
watch
stuff.
it all. Yeah,
Crick showed it to me, so I think
It
it was the old
sounds
house.
from the
thing.
old house. I used to
sounds
watch
phenomenal.
it constantly.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
This was more like they have a sick apartment, and then there's just like hot Colombian women in there, like cooking for them. And like in the West, a woman would never cook for us. And they're like, "Hey, babe."
Yeah, they got that right.
I mean, they're totally right about that.
And we're losing recipes, Skip.
We are big time.
Skip, we're using recipes.
We're losing recipes.
So the recipes were going, and then they'll like just hug on their Colombian girlfriends and kiss them, and like we're all good here, and it's just them eating, like just having like a barbecue with a bunch of hot Colombian
Sounds
ladies.
fucking awesome.
I know, they're right.
Hey, what, the Vice dorks around there like, this actually isn't right.
The Vice
Shut
stores
the
like,
fuck up,
all right,
Vice.
I see this, but I mean, like, they go to a speed dating thing, and the one thing that
In Colombia, there's speed dating like that?
they have like Passport Bro speed dating events,
That's
led by
Rapido.
this guy who's coaching the other guy. So he has like, you pay him $5,000, but then you can start getting in on it by like hosting speed dating for him, and like, all right, ladies, fellas, and like,
It's the easiest thing possible. You
it's
guys,
yeah.
you're not a dating coach. You're just going to impoverished countries with. This is the
You
easiest.
send the horniest dudes into with like remote cybersecurity jobs. So they're making like 75, 80 grand a year, stretching them motherfucking pesos.
In Medellin.
And Medellin, yeah. In the Encanto.
Encanto.
But yeah, dude, and it was funny, but then that guy is like kind of being like, he's like, this is so lame. And he tries, in my opinion, seems like he's on camera trying to rizz up the lady, being like, I'm not one of these guys.
The Vice guy? Yeah,
bro,
you got it,
it
dude. It'd be
sucks,
impossible
dude.
not to riz the Colombians.
He did rizz. He's kind of like, I mean, how
I'm
you feeling
actually a
these guys?
journalist, yeah.
You really feeling these guys? Or what? And you could tell he's kind of nerd rizzing a little bit. It's like, bro,
He's like, these guys are kind of dorks, right?
he kind of does, but he does, yeah. And again, it was just me watching. It was just my take, but it
I
seems
think
like
that's a fair take.
he does he tries to rizz a little bit, being like, I'm not like one of these guys. And
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you'd give your left motherfucking leg, bro.
You die to be free, like those fucking men.
It is funny to have, there's a hot Colombian women cooking you meals and chilling in like a sick apartment and be like, yeah, but is this really what you want? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Have Sofia Vergara cooking for you every day, but
Yeah.
multiples.
And you're with your
It's like about
bros.
five
Getting
of them.
fucking pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
True.
Sofia Vergara cooking up some pizza rolls.
Dude,
Street
goddamn,
Fighter.
dude.
That would be sick to move down there and just eat and become just like a fat Cuban. Just like, you're just working a cybersecurity job. You have like 10 Cuban kids.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
You Brando out.
Yeah.
You
You'd
just
be
get
Ernesto.
fat.
You'd be Hemingway down there.
True.
Get a fishing boat.
True.
Get a Pilar going. Get some fucking fishing.
But it is like, there's guys on there being like, I'm not fucking around. I'm looking for my wife. And they're like getting a leather jacket and be like, I'm serious about this. And it's like, yo, bro, this is why you're not getting any motherfucking pussy in the States.
Yeah.
You drop that shit.
Can you can't you just go to Colombia and hit him with the R. Kelly? Be like, you want to come to America?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
You can
dude, I
just do
think
that,
that's-
right?
Yeah,
Is it like
papers.
that easy?
I think that's the.
Won't you come back to America?
Well, it's funny too because in the documentary,
Did you get your shots? You can come back. You can live in Indiana with me. I'll take you from this hell, Colombia, to Indiana.
well, apparently with the mail order bride stuff, what happens? There's got to be a nicer. I think mail order bride's an offensive term. It's got to be like a rush delivery suite or something. It's probably a nicer way to say that. Yeah. But what happens? People get them thinking shit's sweet, and they come to America and they just start going, "Oh shit!" And then they just, I forget there's a term for it. The
I watched
manosphere. Lily pad leaving.
90 Day Fiance is about. It's great.
Really?
They're just mean hot ladies from like Ukraine, and they go live with some dork from Tennessee. And the dork from Tennessee's family is like, "What are you doing? Fuck her." And she's like, "Fuck you! You don't talk to me. Fuck you." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, everybody.
Sorry, babe.
Like, you got to meet my family tonight. We're gonna go to Pizza Hut. I rented it out." And some lady just like, "I fucking hate Tennessee. This place sucks." This
Well,
is
because
bullshit.
they watch like TV and they think it's like MTV Cribs. Yeah. They come and they see like a fucked up backwater and they're going,
What the hell is this?
Yeah, just some dude flew him over and just fucking can't get him.
and then they just fuck another guy and
It's the end. It's the inroad.
Me and all my friends are going to go play blazer tag. You want to come?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, I actually have to suck the plumber's dick. Although she might be pretty nice.
Yeah.
At blazer tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I read a book. Dude, come on, Sean.
Come on, Sean. There's wars going on right now.
Man. I was saying I was reading a book, and the book that I told you guys about it, when the men disappear and the men go into one man world, but the Russian women were like kind of taken over because they actually had, due to communism, had military training. But they come to America, being women, they fall to all the cool stuff. The women just show them like cool dresses, and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That book, dude, it's so funny because when the women were like the women government, it's all the senators' wives are like, "All right, we're the senators now," And they, this book was written in the 50s, but he's like, for 7 days, like they didn't talk about any economic policies. They just figured out what they would wear as the cabinet, as the official cabinet. Like, well, we got to wear something.
That honestly is what the squad does. That they go, what are we gonna wear to the fucking State of the Union? I guarantee that's a week straight. We settled on pink suits. We're gonna Pink Panther. We're gonna dress like.
Is that picture of AOC? Is that a real picture where she has like her ass up? It's like a butt selfie.
Yeah, she thick.
Is that a real picture?
I think she thick. Dude, if the army came out with dresses though, I'd probably wear one.
Hold up.
A
What?
Kevlar dress.
A what?
Shit would go hard.
What dress?
A Kevlar dress, like a strong
That's not real.
bulletproof.
Why don't you get a
dress.
Kevlar suit, dude?
Suits are uncomfortable.
Dresses are. How would you know?
Dresses are. You get all that free movement in the dress.
Yeah,
got
but if it's
full-
Kevlar, someone can shoot you right in your penis.
Not in the dress.
It's not going to be covered unless you have some squirts.
Some squirts.
If you have
It's a
squirt-
squirt.
if you have squirts, then yeah, now
Army
we're-
squirt, dude.
Now we're talking. If you have a military issue squirt.
I agree that.
Army squirt.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think that it's not real.
Is that not real?
It's not real, but
I fell for it. The other day. I was like, damn. I saw that the other day.
I saw that right when I opened this, and I was like, I don't think he's talking about that one.
You thought it was the bartender.
I mean, she used to be a fucking bartender. That's a bartender picture.
That is a bartender picture.
I don't think she has a thick ass like that, though.
I mean, I started like for real being like, I don't know.
She has a little
Okay.
nice one.
She got some poke.
Little something.
She's a Latina from New York. She has to have some.
Yeah, true. Although maybe that was her thing for power, like how guys with small penises crave power.
Yeah.
Maybe that was her.
Is that what we do?
What do you think this is all about, Lemaire?
Yeah,
I've tried it all.
yeah, that's what this is. Seizing power.
This is look, you guys can joke around, but podcast space is very serious.
Yeah,
It's determining elections.
Now we control politics.
Yeah, dude. And here's the thing: if we really want to get the bag, we can go hard left, get the left podcaster bag. There's big money right now in the left podcasting space.
I'm a big fan of the Michelle Obama podcast. I'm start listening
Have
to
you
that
listened to it
actually.
yet?
No, I didn't know. I'm actually going to start listening
Lemaire,
to
you
it.
could
though.
be the left wing Rogan.
Dude, I did-
They've been waiting for someone like you to
True.
come along.
Nah, dude, it's Bill Burr. It's Bill Burr.
He's gunning for the spot. He's gonna get $100 million bucks.
Did you watch his special?
No,
It was. I did like it. It was
sure
good.
it's great.
It was pretty funny. It was really funny. He had some great bits.
Yeah,
that's sick. If he becomes
course
left
he
wing
did.
Rogan, dude, they kind of do need like a strong man.
Yeah.
Because that would be sick if they got their own sphere.
Wasn't it Jamie Kilstein for a while, and then he got in trouble, and then he turned back?
Kilstein.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bill Maher just walked off that podcast.
What, Kilstein's?
No, he did like Pod Save America and just walked off about like the trans kids argument. That was one of them where he was just like, I forget what they were saying. Or like them not telling the parents, but like the school being like working with the kid and being
Yeah.
like, we're going to get you set up. And he was like going back and forth, and Bill Maher was like, pop the mic. He's like, oh, you're leaving? He's like, no, I'm done, dude. I can't do this with you. Every now Bill slips, and then he always wins the right back. I'm like, this trans kid shit is fucking bullshit. Everyone's like, he's all right. He's a good guy.
It is smoke. The trans kid stuff is smoke.
What do you mean smoke?
It's just like to hide their problems.
When you say smoke, do you mean like
Like smoke
beef
and
between-
mirrors.
Oh, you think smoke and mirrors?
Yeah.
So you think it's a
I don't understand.
Yeah, what the fuck
Smoke
you
and
talking
mirrors.
about?
It's a Democrat. It's a lib smoking mirrors. Like it's a way for them to just be like, it's a way for them to like have everyone argue and then do their evil so everyone's distracted.
No, I think they painted themselves in a corner ideologically. Now they have to be like, yeah, they can't agree with anything. So they have to be like, well, yeah. Some parent. That's what the guy was doing. He's like, so you're gonna hide it from the parents? He's like, well, some parents are not nice, and they have to. He's like, there's bad parents out there.
Yeah.
He's like, well, yeah, but I kind of sounded like Bill Maher there. Well, yeah, but
Okay. I just copied Dunnigan's. New rule.
that dude, that was awesome.
Okay.
I say let the kids smoke then. Let them smoke. Let them drink.
What do you mean?
If they're
If
gonna,
they-
if
if
they're gonna
they
be able
can-
to choose their gender, let them smoke. Let them drink. All the fucking yeah.
Let him have a.
Trying to chill with them? Are you
Damn,
trying to chill
Gardini
with the
just
kids?
cooked you off cam. He's like, what are you trying to chill with them?
You can let him do that?
Huh? No, he did just buy my
Damn.
Chipotle.
It was just a
He did just buy Chipotle. You got a pass.
Zandini coming
He's
from
your America, you're Ukraine, dude. He's supplying all your Chipotle. You better come correct.
Lemi's got the new pad. Yo,
We
were you
did
at
it.
South by Southwest?
We hit the crazy lick.
What?
The
Oh
hats.
yeah, the hat.
How'd you get that?
That's a nice
Lemizi
hat.
got me that hat. So
Yeah.
Sick hat.
We're in the green room for one of the events, and
Jungle Joe.
I
let
just
us
walked
in.
over and was like, "Can I have some of
That's
these?"
merch too. I saw you collect that for free as well.
Yeah, so you gotta ask. If you don't ask, nobody's gonna give you anything.
True. Where'd you
Yeah.
get? So what show were you at? Where'd you get the?
It was the stand show at Esther's
know.
Follies.
Yeah,
for
Jungle
South by.
Joe let us in.
And I got like 4 hats. I got like 6 hats. I gave everybody hats. It was a bag full of hats, and nobody would take. I was like, "Dude, all right, I'll take
nice.
mine."
Yeah, purple's your color, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you,
purple
thank
is
you.
your color. You're
Very
good.
royal.
Thank you. Very royal.
I can't stop thinking about friendship from South by
I
Southwest.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
It's the funniest.
Is it really?
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about it.
You know what's good
How
too?
good it was.
I can't wait to see it, dude. Are you up to date on Righteous Gemstones at all?
Yeah, I watched last.
Season 4,
Yeah,
bro, it's amazing.
Bradley Cooper,
Yes,
incredible.
it's like really cinematic too. It's
Yeah.
like it's really, really, really well done. I watched it the other night and I was like, dude, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was
also
awesome.
such a beast move, but yeah, 4th season, like just Civil War time jump.
He's
Yeah.
always ending it like after 4. Everything's after 4 seasons, really.
He's got it
Cameron
right.
Bryant.
That's I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
And also to just go completely left field in the 4th season, like, yeah, we're going way back in
Yeah.
time.
Do you watch last night's?
No,
It's pretty good.
was it?
Yeah,
I can't fucking wait.
I think it comes out Sundays, right?
it does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So Baby Billy's in White Lotus and
I know.
Righteous Gemstones. He's
Man,
holding
dude.
it down.
Baby
Walter
Billy's
Goggins.
having a
Goggins
moment.
is the man.
He owns Max. He
Yeah.
owns that shit.
Yeah, he's definitely I would say he's having a moment for sure.
He's in Fallout too. He
Fallout
owns all the streaming
ruled.
services.
The goal in Fallout was fucking nice.
I didn't
Have you
see
seen
it.
Fallout? It's pretty good.
No, I've just gotten back on the TV.
And the lady
last
with the
night.
big eyes is beautiful.
What is?
Christina
The
Milioti.
main
No,
character
Ella
is the lady
Purnell.
with big eyes. What's her name?
Ella Purnell.
Ella Purnell.
Ella Purnell.
Beautiful.
Great name too.
He has a nice house. He did a architectural digest on YouTube. It's pretty good. It's like all wood. It's like old school. He has a bar. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, Goggins is the man.
His name's
Shout
Goggins
out to
too.
Walter
Goggins.
What? That's awesome.
He's also the man in Django.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
He rules.
Damn, that's cool. How old is he too? How old do you think he is?
He's probably geezed a little. He's probably like
50.
50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gives me hope as an actor. I would have. I think I might be on a Bryan Cranston.
You
arc.
gotta take the turn,
50s.
man.
My 50s are going to be sick, dude.
He's 53.
You know, Bryan Cranston didn't take off until he was 50. It's my
Bryan
favorite
Cranston?
stuff.
That can't be true. He was probably like 30 during Malcolm in the Middle.
He was in the Power Rangers. He used to do the voices of the monsters.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had one guy named Mr. Tickle Sneezer. That was a Power Ranger.
Damn, he's
How old was he? Yeah, Malcolm.
Brian Cranston's 69 years old.
Yeah, dude, I'm
I
telling
didn't
you.
know he was that old.
But he did look way younger in Malcolm in the Middle. You are right about that. But
Yeah,
I
he
think
was probably like 40.
40. I'm telling you, dude. Cranston, dude. I'm telling you, I'm just training for.
You're gonna be a great actor.
Yeah, once I'm 50. Once I'm 50, I got to get through my 40s, and then once I'm 50, oh, did I tell? I'm
What's
actually.
your first movie going to be?
I've got to do voices on Power Rangers first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a plan for.
You'd be a good Avenger.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that.
I think, which I could see you as, you'd be a good Ant-Man.
Dude, come on, man! Don't build me up just to tear me down.
Ant-Man's a beast, dude.
That man's a beast.
He's a
What
crux to the
Avenger do you
whole
think you were
thing.
gonna be?
Dude, I'm not bragging.
Which one did you think?
I just did. Did you ever do the Thor routine with the barbell?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm Thor. I wouldn't take that for
What's
Hemsworth.
that? That looked like just power cleans.
It's like you do. It's like 5 or 6 exercises in a row. It's just shoulder presses, curls, squats. You just do like a bunch of shit with the barbell, and then you're
Yeah.
done. It was pretty sick. It's called the Thor routine.
What was that? What he did to become Thor?
I mean, he probably that, and just
Why do they call it
genetics.
the Thor thing?
It's just like a sick. It's like I think it's just like an Instagram. They call it. It's
Yeah.
like a circuit you do. It just looks sick.
No, I wasn't sure if it was the circuit.
Oh
that
no, not
actor
him.
did to
Oh, I
train
got what you're
for
saying.
it. Yeah.
Hemsworth did.
Yeah.
No, Hemsworth became an actor just to support his parents.
That's
His
nice.
parents are hard up, and he said, "Yeah, I guess to support
Yeah,
my
instead of
family,
getting a job, I'll just
become a giant hunk,
become a fucking
bite
Yeah,
the
dude.
bullet."
take steroids, be a jacked awesome hunk.
I've listened to podcasts a long time, and they talk about a bunch how like Chris Hemsworth was just like a party guy in Hollywood before he got Thor.
Really?
Yeah, he was just like a high Hollywood party guy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
That
tough.
could be your move.
I could see that in my 50s. It's a hot Hollywood party guy.
I could see
I'm
you-
definitely not going to look like I'm 70 when I'm 50. But I am on a quest. I've thought about this for a while, and I actually am going to pull the trigger on it. I've told you this idea before, where I do kind of like an inside the actor studio.
Yes.
I'm going to try to interview actors, then give them like cold reads that we would enact, scripts that I would write. So that could be a good start practicing my acting, just kind of get inside the mind of an actor.
Have you considered acting classes?
I will eventually do those, but for now I'm going to try these first while I'm fresh. I don't want, that way I don't have any like, sometimes when you get the
You want to
classes.
go tabula rasa.
Yes, tabula rasa, absolutely. Because that's the thing. I don't want to have like build up any rules that like some big directors have to break down and be like, damn, I wish you didn't have any. When I'm 55.
You're going to be a good actor.
I don't know. I'm either would be good or really bad. Could be the worst. But that's just the mind of an
As long
actor.
as it's not emotional, I think I'd be good. I could just be a guy who's like, "Hey, cheers."
Why? I want to learn how to cry.
Bill Brasky.
I want to interview actors and pull up like if they have like on like WB like just like WB 17 shows with like a
I got
pretty
some good
bland
stuff for you
scene.
to watch.
Really?
I've went into the rabbit hole of watching like just black independent films.
That's perfect.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's
There's one called The G.
Are you on
Amazon.
Tubi?
No, you can get them on Amazon now. There's one called The G on Amazon, and the budget didn't seem that bad, but at one point a guy comes into the commissioner's office, and they didn't give him a desk. They turned around a fucking bookshelf.
No, dude.
So the back of it is just like that shitty like plywood that's stapled to the back of like an IKEA.
Like the corkboard?
Yeah, the corkboard IKEA fucking.
That's so fucking
It's so good, dude. And there's like a big there's like a real obese black guy that's like one of the cool guys that's like smoking a blunt in there. He's like, oh, we got a plan for him. Yeah. And I was thinking, why do obese black guys get to be cool?
I don't know.
When they're like 400 fucking pounds
The
and they're like
coolest.
smoking a blunt and they're like, oh, we got something for that. It's like, you have nothing. You are an idiot.
You got to be tall. You got to be big and tall.
This guy was, it was low budget. I'm not trashing the guy because he did a great job.
That's so fucking funny. That's so funny.
If there's a white guy that was equally as fat, people they would yell at him.
It's
They'd
funny.
go, get out of here.
They go cool, we go funny.
No, it was like too fat. Like fat thighs were stretching
He
the
was like,
sweatpants.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think because he was probably 40, and that's big in the black community to become 40.
I got to tell you, no, it's not.
It's a big deal.
To be 40 and black?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, most of you get there?
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
That's the opposite of the statistics.
Really? The life
Yeah.
expectancy is.
Low, like 25.
You think that life
No, it's
expectancy for
not.
black people is 25? Are you literally retarded?
That's what I've been
No
told
offense.
my whole life, literally.
Yeah, from rap songs.
No,
the life
from-
expectancy for
from-
black people is like
From like
72,
people who came into
which is still
my
low.
school, the fucking cops and shit.
Yeah, they were lying to you. African American life expectancy has got to be in the 70s. 71.
What's the white one?
So,
That might be for black queens.
I don't know.
what do you mean you don't know? You
I think
don't
we're
believe
asking the wrong question.
What's
life
the question?
expectancy?
Yeah.
Okay, we got.
Damn, so we should be pumped when we make it to 29.
Dude, you should be so
Damn, I made it
pumped,
to
dude.
29.
I'm serious, dude.
What are you serious about?
That's why. He just made it to 40. People are like, whoa. Are they in the hood?
They are in a rough part of the world.
When you make it to 40 in the hood, everybody's like, that guy survived. He did it. He's old. We got to listen to him. But nobody ever listens to that guy, and then they just go get shot.
Yeah.
Did that happen in the movie?
I didn't finish it yet. I'm on it. It's a series. I'm on like episode 2 or 3. And it's the funniest thing possible. The reason he's getting in trouble, the reason he was in jail was he ran a stop sign with an expired license. And the judge was like, because you're the man and everybody looks up to you, we're going to set an example. 3 years for running a stop sign. And then like the cops are like, you ran a stop sign. You know what you did. It's fucking hilarious.
Did I ever tell you when I used to proofread it was like Upwork.com or like one of those freelance sites like years and years ago. And I pitched myself as an editor, which I never did like grammar in school. I just like never filled the book out, so I don't know much about it. But I was proofreading, and the one guy
filled what book out?
The grammar book. I didn't fill out my grammar book for like 2 years. We had like the Catholic school grammar workbook. I didn't complete a single.
That's what you think makes an editor?
I think.
The guys who filled out the grammar book.
I don't know how to use like I said.
I told him I was an editor. I didn't even fill out the grammar book.
At least for line edit, like I don't know how to use semicolons. I don't know any of that stuff.
Fucking no one does, dude.
Dude, I know. It's fucking crazy.
Get rid of them.
But like when people are like, yeah, like verb, predicate, agree. Like, I know what a predicate is, a verb. But like when they're like,
Don't
pronoun.
Don't bring that up. I couldn't answer one of these.
I don't know any of that stuff. But I remember like the one guy hired me, and he was writing like it was like black.
Just gave it to a random guy that has no skill at all.
But dude, it was.
You toss a semicolon in there.
He was well. You should
have added semicolons.
Just all throughout. But he was doing like it was like urban lit, so it was like young urban lit, and he kept. I didn't know what he was trying to spell, but he kept like an ice cold Biscotto hit his, and he was trying to spell Moscato, but it was Biscotti. Ice cold Biscotto hit his, and I was dying. Once I figured out it was Moscato, I was like, ah. And then he turned around and sipped an ice cold Biscotto.
Oh wait, I got a good fucking dumbass reading thing. So stop me if I told you this before, but one of the sketches on SNL I was supposed to read, it was traipsing men and women, or men out in and out of your apartment like a whore. Traipsing.
Yeah.
I don't know that fucking word.
Yeah.
Even in the table read, I said trapezing men and women, which still kind of worked in the analogy. It was like a husband calling his wife and being like, fucking trapezing men in and out like a whore.
That's really funny.
So I read it, and during the read through, this is the first time I've seen the script, and I have to read it in front of everyone and try to get into character. Like it's really hard. I had no fuck. I literally kept my head down. Armpits were sweating. Through like insane.
Yeah.
But then I get the script because this is one we're actually going to do, and I'm in my green room and I'm reading the script again, and I'm going, trapezing, god damn, that was good. I nailed that on the first time. That's fucking impressive. Then we go out and do it live.
Oh no.
And I go, trapezing fucking guys in here like that. And the dudes on the script, the sketch with me come up and go, it's traipsing. And I was like, oh. I've said this publicly now 3 times. I even read it to myself and went, fucking nailed that.
Trapezing.
It's fucking traipsing.
Bouncing in and out.
It's traipsing.
I think it's actually traipsing. And I was like, holy shit, I've been reading it wrong the whole time. And they're like, yeah, we heard you during the table read. We figured it was a mistake. Now you stuck with it.
It's so funny, like wow.
And I can't remember if I did
French
it.
word?
I might have done it on the show live.
That's so fucking funny.
It was the one where it was like divorced dad kid show.
I watched that.
And I think I got traipsing. And if you watch it, I was definitely like, traipsing? Like looking at the guy who told me I was a dumbass. Like, I got it on live.
That's so fucking funny.
Trapezing. Speaking of, we have to take a slight break.
Polls.
Okay, let's go.
Hey,
what the fuck were we talking about before that?
Talking about dreaded interracial love. Oh, I don't know.
Just now.
I don't know
Yeah.
what we're talking. What were we talking about before we left? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Oh shit! Don't fucking look at
Oh
that shit.
fuck! I forgot about
Look
that.
at my
Let
fucking.
me see. Is it bleeding through? No.
No. There's a lot of gauze in there. Don't draw attention to it, dude.
It's kind of crazy.
Huh?
I'm kind of worried.
You're
dry
high,
mouth?
dude.
You
You're
got dry
fucking
mouth?
high as hell.
You're high as
We
shit. I
smoked
could hear
Zaza
your
after we ate
disgusting dry
Chipotle.
mouth.
We smoked Zaza. We were relaxing.
Sean, you knew you were gonna be on the
You know I'm a
podcast.
behind
Sean, have
the
you ever been
scenes
in an
kinda guy.
interracial relationship?
No.
Really?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Nice.
You dated or just had sexual intercourse?
Both.
Nice.
Sick. Tight.
But I was in Middle Eastern interracial relationship.
Gotcha.
Not a
You're in a
African
treasonous
American.
relationship.
True. Not to me.
JK.
JK.
Just good.
What else is going on?
Not much, dude.
And
Sean's
then-
just so fucking high right now. I can't even look at
I
him.
know.
It's
I requested not to do this. I'm really high. I have a belly full of Chipotle. I'm
What's
high
on
as
your
hell.
mind right now?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Are you
I
serious?
was worried about your cut when you.
Thank you. Yo, dude, come on, don't draw fucking attention to it.
I know,
draw
I'm not
attention.
trying to draw attention to it, but I was worried about it.
Thank you.
And then I was kind of off my Zendini outside, if I could be honest with you
What
guys.
happened?
So
We
now
were
I'm
all-
sort of shaking.
Look, we were
I
enjoying.
was spewing negativity.
We were
Now I'm
enjoying
happy I
Chipotle.
kinda
We were
still
allowed
wanna
to all
do
be
it.
off our Zandini. You got to get the venom out somehow. Just
We share a
I
mutual
just got to
interest.
center myself. Real
You were
quick.
saying you saw Jin Lee.
Oh yes. That's something we could talk about. What? Oh,
You got a
I just
tattoo?
no, it's just my hands covered in Chipotle. Fucking digging in with chips. I just had to do a business meeting, a Zoom meeting with the Chipotle untouched sitting next to me. I was just whole meeting. I was just going, "Yep,
Precious.
is that good? Are we done? We done? Yep, sure." As soon as I fucking hung up,
Just every minute loses 1 degree.
yeah.
You send out.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, that's tough. Having a meal, just sit there. Do you ever sneak a bite?
Not during that one.
Yeah,
I
true,
have before. I usually just turn my camera and mic off
true.
and do whatever.
Did you ever do a strobe? Get someone to do a strobe for you. So
That'd be
it's
sick.
like blink, 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 blink.
If you do thumbs up in Zoom meetings, it launches fireworks behind you.
That's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
and I do
noticed
that
that.
every meeting. I go after not talking the entire meeting.
Yeah, you can do this on FaceTime. Do the heart, and the hearts come up. That's pretty
Fuck,
sick.
I gotta try that.
Try that out.
If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna look like a maniac.
Well, I don't know about on Zoom.
Yeah, it's tough.
Practice. Just go into your personal Zoom room, your Zoom meeting room, and just like practice all the moves.
My cam girl room
You can't.
where I cam. A lot of people don't know I cam. I'm one of those porn stars that you never see their head.
True.
Unfortunately, everyone would still go, "That's Shane." You see my body and dick. If you guys saw my dick, you go, "That's Shane's." That's gotta be Shane's dick.
We got to pull our money and stop funding headless porn stars.
I know, but it makes them so hot.
Do you think
I
the
don't
headless-
watch it. I get
No.
annoyed that their head's not on there.
Yeah,
but
true.
if it's just their body, goes, her face must be beautiful.
Mystery.
Yeah,
True. The
that's
mystery.
She's the most beautiful woman I can imagine.
I get mad. I see that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I hover over the thumbnail and go, maybe there was just one scene where they weren't showing her head.
You
The
want to
whole
hit him
thing.
with the
I go,
Scooby Doo?
yeah, you unmask them.
True. Headless porn star would be a decent life.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get my tattoo removed so I can do a headless porn star.
Oh, that's
I got an
right. You
identifying
already added,
tattoo.
I forgot. I don't
Sucks.
think none of us are yadded besides you.
True.
Lemiz, you got to get some tats, bro.
You
I'll
kinda,
fund it.
that would look pretty cool, actually.
Hey, let me. What the hell are you doing?
Nah, I don't.
You
really
don't want to
wanna-
like Pokemon on your arm?
No, I thought about a tattoo, but I
What
can't.
were you thinking? Please tell me you thought it was going to be cool.
It's the Dragon Ball Z Majin Vegeta M. That's all it is. It's pretty cool.
Where would you get it? That's a good idea. Where would you
I
get it?
saw
Tramp stamp.
On your lower back.
I saw a guy walking down the street and he had one right here behind his ear, and I was like, "That's pretty cool. That's a cool spot."
How small
But
is it?
maybe,
Dude, you should.
maybe the fist though.
Damn.
Big
that's-
M
You
on the
should get a
fist.
tattoo. Because what else are you doing?
Dude,
I
what
don't
about
want-
an anchor? What
I don't
about a
wanna look
classic
that cool.
anchor on your forearm?
Nah, I don't need that.
Yeah, you should just get sailor tattoos. Old Navy tattoos.
Dude, you
It's
would
like
get,
a babe. Yeah.
You would get a lot of pussy. Yeah, if you got like a babe on your forearm.
I actually think of everybody here, you should be the one with the most tattoos.
I think so
I agree,
too.
bro. Take you
On
to the
your
next
neck
level.
and stuff too.
Big black guys should have tattoos.
Yeah, but what about like God and stuff? I don't want to like.
I don't
You
even
do
care
about
so
tattoos.
much more to offend God.
Yeah, especially if you get like a Jesus, a God tattoo.
I think all sins are equal, and I don't want to have that one.
What do you think? What do you
No,
think
yeah.
would be the thing that gets you denied from heaven out of all of your vices?
Like, ooh,
Well,
What?
no. I was going Mormon rules for a second.
yeah. Well, I
You
would,
don't have
I
to
would
answer
say
it.
it's the lust.
Lust.
Lust is my. I would.
The lust, yeah. When God finds out you got a yeast infection from your own fleshlight,
Then I met the lady.
and then you met the it's the same.
You should have told her that she got you infected.
No.
Should have
You
said,
should have said I got
burnt
an
me.
STD from it.
Yeah.
You told me that
You went back
dirty
to the
flesh.
well. You went back to the well too soon.
I didn't know you got a yeast infection from your
Yeah,
fleshlight.
he banged the fleshlight and then didn't clean it and banged it again and got a fucking infection.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
man.
I didn't finish. I didn't come in it because I thought the cum was how you get the infection.
No, that's what cleans them out.
And
bro.
this was the second great sin you committed. You pulled out on a fleshlight.
True.
God's gonna be chill. He's gonna be like, dude, that was weird. What the fuck, man?
Damn. Did you talk about your goon setup yet on the cast?
What's the goon
I don't
setup?
have a goon
I
setup.
don't want to
but-
out.
Hold on, I want to hear about the good setup.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on,
It's just because I don't have anything to talk about.
it's okay. You're lashing out like you always do.
You know, I'm trying to be Zendini, but that wasn't right.
No, goon setup's legitimate. I'll be
got a-
honest. I
you
fell.
got a
I was off the
VR.
porn. I
Oh,
fell on
yeah.
the road.
Nothing wrong with falling.
I fell.
Brother, I
all
got to Colorado. I said, "Oh, I wonder if Pornhub's legal here." Jackpot.
Even the best fall down.
I was like, "All right, I'm gonna take a nap before the show." I'm laying there. I go, Well, let's see what the fuck else is going on.
Yeah, dude, I finally you know what's weird? Because here's the thing, I'm not
Jackpot.
I don't want to be I'm not trying to be like ideological. You can be like, yeah, no fap, all this stuff. I was trying it as an experiment, and it's like I'm not on it as much. But I was like I was just feeling like real weird, and I swear to God, it turned out like I just needed to jizz.
That's how you hurt your hand.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to draw attention.
You
to
lied
this,
about
dude.
that water. That's a fucking jack off injury. You sprained your wrist this weekend. Oh, I actually cut my hand. No, that's it. I know a fucking jack off. There's no blood, dude. That's a sprained wrist.
I cut my hand on sharp glass behind my house. I was lifting heavy stuff.
Nope. You just fell, and you fell too hard.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a new wrinkle in my thing. It's like, no, it turns out I need to come for optimum. I thought I could like chill.
Yeah, for sure. You're good.
Dude, I was
all
feeling I was feeling crazy.
Yeah.
I was way backlogged, and I was like, dude, I feel fucking nuts. And I just one weekend just mud on.
When the moon is
One weekend. It was your honeymoon, dude. You went away. You
That's
took
the
yourself on a
morning.
nice little trip.
It was crazy.
Where were you when you went on your honeymoon? Was it
Oh,
in
man.
Austin or were you on the road?
I was on the road.
You were at Danny Beach. You were literally at honeymoon. You would go to the beach and go
Wasn't
back to your
dating.
room, go,
I
sprained my
then
wrist.
start arguing with myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
such a fucking piece of shit, dude. I fucking hate you.
Now, I would love to hear about this goon setup because
Yeah,
you got a
please.
new roommate, right?
I shared.
He shared. We're all sharing.
Yeah, dude.
It's because, all right, I got the flashlight.
You got kicked out of the maxi pad.
Yeah.
You got deported.
I got removed from the maxi pad, yes.
You got removed.
Yeah.
ICE showed up and moved you to a guy room.
Yeah, dude, to the boy
Goon
house.
squad.
So now it's just you and another guy.
Yeah, me and Pete.
You and Pete?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you and Pete live together now.
Yeah.
And you set up a jack-off station?
No.
And when you're gone doing this, you know who's... Pete's hitting that fucking...
Wait, is this a communal
No
goon
doubt.
spot?
There's no doubt Pete's hitting the goon spot.
Well, dude,
No way.
when you look at
No.
apartments now, they have like this was like an influencer. They have like podcast studios. That'd be
Yeah.
nice for an apartment to have a goon room, just like an immersive.
They absolutely do. And what's the most impressive thing about Lemaire is the detail he'll put into like his living situation. So it's a mattress on the ground, pile of clothes next to it. When it comes to the jack-off station,
High tech.
it's like high tech. There's 8 screens. He put all of his attention into the jack-offs.
Run down this goon setup. I need to know.
It's just, I did get a new computer.
How many monitors are we talking for the sesh?
I'm about to get 2 monitors. I'm getting a second one. I need a second monitor. I
Well,
can't
why
watch
would you
YouTube
do
and play
That counts as
video
a
games.
3-way if you have 2 porns going on once.
Dude, I know someone who used to goon where it was they would get a porn star and then think of someone they knew who looked like the porn star, have their Facebook profile pulled up and watch the porn.
Oh, that mercy.
That raised some eyebrows over there. The spider raised his eyebrows. He said, uh-oh.
That's a goon sesh.
Get an Instagram on one screen.
Yeah. Just have your personal deep fakes.
What's the
No.
what's setup? Give me the setup, dude.
Computer, chair, desk. I got a nice desk. It's
But
black.
you got
as
the
a red.
VR
I do have
headset.
the I do have the VR headset.
Bro, you're living the fucking dream.
I've been trying to set it up.
Cerebro.
That
It
is the
hasn't been
fucking,
working
that's
yet.
the web.
Professor X, yeah.
It's the spider's lair. The World Wide Web, the spider web.
I didn't mean to do it, but I knew in my
picture's so
subconscious it
funny,
would
though.
happen one day.
Yeah.
Like the flashlight and then the VR headset, they came at separate times. There are different influences, different
But
inspirations.
now you've got them both.
Yeah.
Bro,
All the
it's
You
sick
have a
setup.
flashlight now?
Yeah, that's where I got the infection. Oh, well, I'm going to
He
clean
kept
it.
Cleaned it out?
and
You
he
Kept
still
the one
uses
that
it, yes.
burned you?
She signed it.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
The lady signed it.
You
What
should
am I
have brought
supposed
it
to get
into
rid
an
of?
urgent care.
That's what I was thinking.
You said, we need to get this thing tested.
Did you see the video of the guy on Instagram who got married? He pretended his wife was a doll and like she was pregnant.
Jealous.
No, it was crazy.
Wait,
Because like
she pretended? What do you
like
mean?
he was pretending that his wife was a like a sex doll.
Okay.
And then he pretended that she was having a baby and she gave birth to like a little baby doll. And then like everybody bullied him so much online. He made a video. He was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so fucking stupid. I don't even know why this lady's real. I thought this lady was real." No, you guys don't know about this
you
guy.
suck at telling stories. I'm sorry. That was really mean.
I wish I had
Spider,
my
you
phone.
looked me right
It
into
was a
trap.
sex doll. It was a real sex doll.
It was a sex doll.
What did he do with the baby
He,
doll?
he pretended that the sex doll was having a baby, and then like he
Did
did
he
a whole.
pretend he was a doctor delivering it?
He was pretending he was the dad the whole time.
It's a deep kink.
Yeah, he was in deep.
That's weird.
And then he made another video.
It's actually like intensely sad.
Is it sad?
It's very sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really sad.
Sort of
Just
a bummer,
simulating
yeah.
like fatherhood with your sex doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you ever see like an animal at the zoo like raise like a toy. You're like, oh,
Oh, fuck.
it wishes it still had its baby.
Although I will say Oculus fleshlight setup, sick.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to lock the doors though, because if Pete
Yes.
comes in and you don't hear him,
Yeah.
That's porn 3.0 right there.
Yeah.
Also, keep an eye on Pete, bro. That's an enviable setup.
I'm telling you,
Pete might be the old backdoor man.
there's no doubt in my mind Pete's hitting the setup.
There's
bro.
no Oculus in the front room. That's where my
Does he
computer
know
is.
of your setup? You gotta be careful.
He's seen the
he's
setup.
seen the
bro.
setup. He's peeped the setup.
I don't think Pete's hitting
He's gonna be a
setup.
Pete.
I don't think he's hitting the setup. No.
Not even an Oculus beat. He might catch an Oculus beat.
No.
He might borrow the Oculus, but if he bred your fleshlight, that would be
That's
diabolical.
That would be diabolical.
You can't share
He's
that
like, I gotta
Oculus. You
use
can't
it.
let anyone wear that because I know what you're doing with your hand. You're not washing it before you
Yeah.
lift the Oculus off.
I've been trying to
That's a cum hand
rationalize.
touching that.
What do you say?
I'm saying he's not washing his.
Oh no.
You can
In
lift the
between
Oculus.
coming and taking the Oculus off, his hand is going to be covered in cum.
You can take it off
when
with
he
one
touches
hand.
it.
I mean, you know when you have that. I guess you could like pop it up, wash your hands, but you're not gonna walk through your
No,
fucking hallway.
No,
with an
he's going to
Oculus
use
on
his
your
cum
head.
hand and take it off,
True. Yeah. True.
and then never wash that
you
Oculus.
think he
That thing
smeared
is-
it?
No way.
I didn't think of. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah,
I've been trying to just kind of rationalize this exact setup for my road setup. Just Oculus fleshlight. It would be fucking sick. But
I don't think you could. You would not handle that well.
you mean like
The guilt.
spiritually? Yeah, like
Yeah.
just getting done and being like,
Yeah. Also, that's rightfully so. That would be
especially because I'd be
demonic.
Laying,
And you have kids. It's demonic. I'd rather my dad have cheated on my mom than wear an Oculus and fuck a fleshlight.
especially fucking
At a
at
hotel
missionaries.
in
You know, I'd fuck
Buffalo.
that fleshlight missionary too.
True. I forgot you fucking lay it down. I forgot you lay it down on that thing. Put it corner of the bed. Brace your feet against the wall. You go, "Ah!"
For real, the thought of like when I leave a hotel room, it happens all the time. Where I'm like, dude, it'd be so nice to leave a flashlight in a hot tub of water to get back to it.
Just have a little treat waiting for you.
Or like, yeah, or just like a heated blanket, just wrap it up,
Do
plug
like
it
20
in.
minutes headlining set. Be like, all right, gotta go. Thank you very much.
That's what's up. 45. I'm done. Legally done.
And
Bye, guys.
I'm done.
Right past people, just like, excuse me. Yeah, that's. I mean, it is true. When you finish with the flashlight, that's the problem. So it's
Toss
just,
on an Oculus on top of that. That's a very depressing situation.
I might just stay in that like Oculus.
show Matt how you do it. You need to end
is
your
what
sets like
Lemaire
that.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god,
You've come out of your cocoon.
that's true. Come hand for the flashlight, clean hand for the Oculus.
There's nothing clean going on. This is Lemaire.
Do you ever just lay in the virtual space? Like I wouldn't be able to come out of that right away. I would just lay in that weird lady's room, just looking around the ceiling.
True. Stay
Staring at
there.
the ceiling.
Go to sleep there.
True.
Wake up the next morning and
could
be
take
like,
a
what the
nap.
heck did I do
Yeah.
Then
last
we go to
night?
the general menu and be like, oh.
Where am I?
There's got to be Oculus, like just nap simulators where you sleep next to a pretty lady, have a nice nap.
Cuddle.
Do they have that?
They have to have a nice cuddle mode.
Cuddle would be nice.
sure.
Keep the flashlight there and just kind of like,
Thrust against it.
yeah, just fucking mash against it. Next thing you know, dude, you're having birth to a beautiful baby doll son.
Baby knees.
I see how it happens now.
I never had sex with a
How
flashlight
Pinocchio.
before.
Huh?
I never had sex with a
It's
flashlight before.
fucking sick, but then you get done and you're just kind
It
of like,
rocks, and then you got to throw it out
You
behind
guys
a
have all
dumpster
done
in
it?
Philly.
I'm still a virgin. Me and Nate are still virgins.
still
You have to
flashlight virgins.
cast it into Sauron's flame.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get rid of that
I
thing.
threw it
threw
into
it away.
Mordor. Yeah. I said,
So you were one and done.
You gotta
why
kick
should
him out.
it be mine?
Yeah, you gotta kick him out like Pam, bro.
You gotta keep him. You gotta get him out, bro. It's
Yeah,
too powerful.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
keeping it and maintaining it is for real. Like, it's terrible.
I'll never
I don't
forgive
think I'll
Okan,
do
man,
that.
for leaving his in the shower.
It is.
It's
There's
fucking
something
disgusting.
Oh, dude, it's like finding a syringe on the ground. You see it, and you're like, Jesus, fucking
They had to clean this neighborhood up.
Jesus Christ.
Cock left his in the shower. CLC.
Yeah,
Chris
it's
O'Connor.
funny too because he would cock would too. If you look in front, what did he say? Would you
Dude, he
confront
came
him?
out and was like, "What?
That's
This?"
exactly-
And it poured onto the ground. And I was like, "Dude, that's disgusting." He's like, "It's just water now. It's soap and water." I was like, "Bro, fucking clean the floor now."
He would defend that so perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, come on.
It's only
Oh,
natural.
seriously?
It was literally tucked nicely next to all the shampoo bottles. I took a picture of it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
What?
It was me, Bees, and the Ocon man. There's somebody. Mashuli was down in the basement cooking up some evil tweets. He's down there cooking up something. I'm going to call the guy that lives upstairs a piece of shit on Twitter.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Fucking, I'm like, Mashuls, why are you shitting on me, man? We're fucking buddies.
What are you doing down there? Oh, it's so fucking funny.
Sorry, I was on acid for 3 days, and I thought you were the fucking devil. I was like, all right.
He's the best.
He is.
He's so
He's a
funny.
good boy. I always forgave him.
Yeah, you can't be mad at him. Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry. He's right there.
He might be Gardini. I haven't seen Mashuli since I met Gardini. Hey, what's up? I lost some weight and dyed my hair.
No, not Mashuli.
God damn, Lemaire, that goon setup is nice.
Yeah. Sorry I aired you out on that.
No,
I
man.
think this is classic spider shit. I'm all about it.
It was just so funny. The picture of you when you got the Oculus was so funny.
Nate, I mean, Lemaire, you're living everyone's
Smile for
dream.
you, dude.
Nate,
Good for you.
what's your like ideal goon setup?
What do you like?
Nate. Mine? Yeah, we got yours. Yeah, what would your setup be?
Damn. You froze me. Because it is an ideal one, but I can't. Honestly, I would like just cast into the TV, but just
I mean, that's awesome. Risky, but awesome.
TV. That's
TV.
yeah.
go full TV, put on air. I'd go AirPods though.
Get in here, jack
Apple
off
TV,
30 feet
AirPods.
away.
Yeah, dude, it's
That's kinda
exhilarating.
Jack
If you
off in the
cast to a
tub.
TV, it's crazy.
It's nice, and then you're like, will they? No, I just thought.
Hold on.
You want to be
You want to be caught.
I had one.
You're like a serial killer. You just want to be caught.
No. I had one kind of recently that's I'm not proud of. Didn't get any before bed. We have a oh, this is terrible time.
This is really bad timing.
Oh, go on, please.
Oh, please.
As you were saying,
Continue. All right.
you wanted to do something, but you didn't.
We wanted to do something. We have two bathrooms. One is like everybody's. One is in the room.
One of them's
and I
yours.
just
One
went.
of them's yours.
One of them's in the bedroom, and I knew it would be quick, but I didn't want her to like know. But I knew I could knock it out in like a record time. So
Go ahead, Nate.
Go on,
Continue
Nate.
your story.
I don't.
Record time?
It was record time.
Ew, Nate, not in front of my girlfriend.
He's trying to force me. I could've
What time of
stopped a
day?
long
What was
time
the
ago.
TOD?
What was the what?
Time of day, military time, please.
After midnight. It was after midnight. So
Talk about 100.
0100. You figured 0100, you do record time.
yeah, I was like, I could do record time. Went in, didn't close the door, didn't turn on the light, just ran water, and I was out of there
Bro.
in about a minute.
All right. All right.
I was trying to be
A little
as
respect.
speed demon?
I was trying. Y'all forced my hand.
I ran
watched,
some water.
Manchester United beat Leicester City. That was good. It was good to see
That
the
was a
boys
good game.
back. It
That
was
was a
good to
good
see the
game.
boys back. The Crow Boys won.
Really?
The Adelaide Crows.
Did they? Oh, I got to call James.
Here we go. The Crow Boys are
Call
back.
Giants.
1-0. Perfect start to the season.
Dang. Soccer
looking good.
season just starting right now.
No, this is
versus Aussie?
Aussie football. AFL.
Oh, shit.
The thing we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs. Who were the
We saw the Doggies versus the Giants.
Doggies versus Giants?
But now we're Crow Boys.
Do they put that on?
You can get it
ESPN?
on, I think if you have Red Zone, NFL covers it.
What?
There's also, you can just, AFL has a website.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What do you think about the NBA? The Bulls now doing like all those apps and shit.
The
don't
Bulls
know
are doing
about
apps.
that.
Yeah, you can't watch the Chicago Bulls on TV. I heard. I think you got to like buy their app to watch Chicago Bulls play basketball.
That's crazy.
Well, that's probably not selling.
It's fucking insane. That's an absolute insane move.
It's probably on NBA.
Is that true?
I doubt that.
I could be
It's
wrong.
gotta be on League
I've
Pass.
heard this. I don't know
There's
about
no way
Gotta
they've
be,
exempted
yes. They
themselves.
charge you so much money to watch football. YouTube TV, you got to pay like
Really?
$300 extra to just watch.
How much is it?
Like $300 a year.
How is it that I'll get games? We don't have that stuff, but I can get games
maybe
on.
it's like 175.
Dang. Red Zone's nice.
You get like one game without it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's kind
That
of
must be what it is. Every time I go to watch football on YouTube, I can get whatever any game I want. And it's not your thing. Used to be on my TV.
What are you doing? Are you drinking wine? Yeah. That's crazy.
Nice.
I guess it is 5 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, it's truly
5 o'clock
5:45 here.
Oh,
Oh, you had some wine at the nail salon.
Nice. That's a big thing too. When you get your haircut, they give you beers.
Every time they go, you
yeah.
want a beer? It's like, no.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking. It's 11 o'clock. I'm trying to get my haircut and get out
I
of
have
here.
one beer.
Yeah, true.
Nate
Well, that
likes
could
it.
be the ultimate though.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
So cheers, bro.
If I had a buzz going into the hair, that might be nice.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah,
though.
you're
Getting
leaving
drunk
with
and getting
something wild.
haircuts. Yeah, be like, bro.
That's what happened to me at Stanhope's when I came with the fucking Kim Jong Un.
Oh, I forgot about that. Just be like, I don't give a
Fucking
fuck,
crazy,
dude.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Had to wear that for a month. Just
Kim Jong.
had a nice going. It was the Supreme Leader. Spider, I can't see behind there. Is she still out here?
I don't know.
You had a nice little session. You had a nice little session, didn't you?
Record time.
Record time, you nasty fuck. You guys are freak bulls, bro. What's wrong with you? Just fucking whack off like a normal guy. Why are you guys being weird?
Oh man, when you get denied, you gotta get revenge, bro. You
The
gotta
only
get
revenge
revenge.
is to lock in, dude.
It's Revenge of the Sith. Dude.
That is. You're entering the fucking cyber world to seek revenge.
I want to do VR chat. I want to go in there and see, like, because they get this thing where if you walk through someone, you can feel it. I want to see what that feels like.
No, those people are lying.
I don't think they're lying.
The
do you mean
furries
walk?
that say they can feel it if you walk through their character.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just saying that.
I don't know, man.
You say walk through their character?
Oh, you believe that they are telling the truth, that they can feel it through their character?
Yeah, I want to see if it's real.
It's not. Of course it's not.
But like, I gotta log in like 20 hours to see.
Wait, if you
So
put
there's
on the
also
furry
closeted
costume,
No,
furry.
in this, there's like worlds where you can be like furries that just walk around and talk to each other in VR, but you can walk through characters. So there's guys that'll go on just to bother the furry dorks and walk through their internet.
does it like
character.
buzz their helmet or
No, it
something?
doesn't do anything. They say they can feel it.
Oh, they're like, you're violating my
Yeah.
avatar.
But it's like
Yeah.
a shadow, a shadow limb, you know?
Yeah, except it's not at all. It's a video game.
I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna
How
do
do,
the
you
already
both
found
know
out.
how do you both know about this?
Because I watch Instagram reels
Instagram
with guys bothering dorks on the internet. Also, Red Dead Redemption ones are about as funny as it gets. Because it's people that are taking it very seriously. They're like, they have cowboy accents and they're like role playing as hard as they can. And then just a British guy will come in and like
Hello.
fucking hog tie a lady and then run or like piss on people.
So you can Red Dead
great.
VR?
I don't think it's VR, but they're like role playing.
Okay, like
the VR
yeah.
thing is it's on the same thing of like a guy going online to bully dorks.
That's so fucking
And
funny.
you can walk through like ladies dressed like skunks, and they're like, "Could you not? I can actually feel that." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, sorry." And just keep doing it.
I can
And they're like,
actually
"I can
feel
actually
it.
feel you doing that, so please stop."
Oh,
and then a
that's-
guy will come in and be like, "Actually, she can feel that." Pardon me? Fucking rules, dude.
The mayor,
Let me see you hit one of those.
The man knows
Show
a
the
lot
camera,
about-
dude. Show
Yeah,
the
get
camera.
up
Get
there.
in front of that. Let
Let
me see
that
it.
furry. Give me that furry too, dude.
Give me a little furry attitude for
Let me see that.
the cam. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
yeah.
Here we go. Come on, get on there.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh,
Holy
dude.
mayor
shit,
likes,
that was
like, furry
You're
terrifying.
worried about a tattoo, bro.
you got to get a tattoo and become a furry. Your persona?
Man.
What's your persona?
I'm a Droxus, which is like a dragon wolf fox. We figured this out on
Dragon,
Panties.
wolf, fox
Yeah. Yeah.
that jacks off in a fucking 3 monitors with VR. What's it called? A
A
Droxus?
Droxus.
How'd you figure this out?
Took a furry test on
Okay.
panties.
My bad. Shouldn't have known that.
It's okay. I forgot what Nate was. Yeah.
Well, man, you're not a fucking Droxus, dude.
I'm definitely a
Oh,
Droxus.
bro.
I'm a Droxus. I took the test.
Yeah, I don't know,
Let me
man.
see that
You're
thing.
not a Droxus.
That would be
Droxus,
cool though
dude.
if you were a Droxus.
Maher.
That looks almost like pure dragon, honestly.
Yeah, that looked more like a dragon.
I took the test, dude. That's what it
Nate,
said.
what'd you get?
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Dang.
I think he focused on him being a Droxus for most of the time.
Yeah.
I want to take a look at these.
What kind? How do they assess the test? What kind of stuff are they asking?
They just ask like what you're into, like sexually. Like, do you want to watch
Okay.
somebody fuck
Yeah.
you? Like,
Oh,
like that type
ew.
of shit.
Damn. I was gonna say I'm a walrus, but I don't know what that entails.
Dang.
I like
What
that
if you
walrus.
What if you want to watch and be watched?
Probably
you're,
an owl.
you're a sun bear. You're a sun bear.
Sun bear hyena. Dude, a Droxus is that
Droxus
like a
is
pretty? That's kind of
badass.
clouded at the furry area. If you walk through as a Droxus, people are like, "Oh shit, I'm just a mere field mouse."
Yeah. Fuck, I shouldn't have picked field mouse. I didn't know you could be fucking made up shit.
Should have took the quiz. Yeah, I thought about that recently. It was a
I picked marine mammal, and I got to be honest, that sounds like a little devious. Slippery.
I never thought about taking the suit into the water.
What do you think about? You could be a wolf, fox, dog, dragon, cat, big cat, bear, rabbit. I can't
I'm
even
a
read
rabbit,
that.
bro. I'm
I
not
think
even
like
I'd
a
be a
boar.
cat.
Huh?
I think I'd be a cat.
Bird, marine
Cat would be
mammal, other. That includes red pandas.
Oh, I'd like to be a red panda, actually.
I'm rabbit, bro.
I wouldn't want to look up what that means.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's gross.
True.
Why does it all have to be about sex? I thought some of them just like to
Yeah, you could
pretend
be
like
an
they're
asexual
animals.
furry for sure.
Some of it's not about sex. Some of it's about being like a two-soul person where your other soul's
Right.
an
Yeah,
animal.
it's still sexual somehow though.
It's
Yeah.
all sexual.
It's just tied in with like your she and him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Two spirit.
Two-spirit.
Yeah, or I think somebody just watched the show Dark. What's the show called?
Dark Mirror?
Not
Black
Dark
Mirror?
Mirror. No, what was the show? It was a book, and they turned it into a show on HBO, and it was all about.
Animorphs?
No, it was where like a good guess. It was where you had like your spirit animal, but it was like connected to you. It was your daemon.
I don't know.
It was his Dark Materials.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Sorry, that was a show. That sounds. Two Spirit is just his Dark Materials. I
Didn't
read the
Butterly
story.
know a guy who like he would like drive away from his family to go hang out in a motel and like VR beat off?
I think, yeah, Butterly
Wasn't
did
me.
know a guy like that.
It was on me. It was on me.
Perhaps.
Well, that's
Yeah,
all
I think we did.
disgusting
We hit
stuff.
Yeah, that was no respect.
Nate,
at all.
what type of furry would you be?
Big cat.
Big cat.
As soon as you said it, I was like, big cat.
Obviously
kinda
not
like
big
that,
cat,
yeah.
dude.
I'd try. I'd be like a little big cat.
You're a penguin.
I'd be,
Puxatawny.
Emperor
kinda like
Penguin's made for life.
yeah, I like that. I've been, that fits.
And when you made for life, sometimes you got to sneak to the bathroom and get your revenge.
Sometimes you get this whole monogamy thing's not really working. I love you so much. I'm sorry I did that.
Yeah, I'm fine now. This is rules.
What's
I'm in a
the
better mood. I don't know what happened. I forgive you for the argument we had earlier. What were you about to say, you creep?
what's the unk animal? Like the unk furry.
Oh.
Boar.
I could be a boar. Boar actually
Boar's
sounds
nice.
sick.
Red panda actually suits you well.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Red Panda would suit you pretty well. It's kind of
Thanks,
gay.
man. Oh, what the hell?
That's what you get for you gave me an L. In the,
me
you
and
gave me
Nate.
an L in the I did green not room. give you You an L.
It's me and Nate.
You gave me an L in the green room recently. That's what you get. Did I?
Oh shit, my bad. There's me and Nate. Chilling poolside. Just Walrus was the worst choice.
Walrus is crazy.
Walrus was an insane
What's the rabbit? Let me see
choice.
rabbit.
I wish.
It's just me getting fucking pegged out.
No matter what, you're gonna be a gay freak.
What do you even Google? Rabbit furry spirit?
Yeah, I think so. Fursona. That's what they're called. Fursonas.
Rabbit furry art. Oh man, dude, you picked a girl.
What?
Oh,
It's not
Yeah,
true.
rabbits are all girls.
That's not true.
It is true. You picked a girl.
Associated with trickery, luck, fertility. Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's you.
Oh no. Oh no!
Oh shit.
Matt, you picked a fucking girl for
Dude, I didn't take the quiz. It's not set in stone.
I mean, Walrus is just fat gay guy.
Yeah, that's true.
oh, son of a gun.
Man.
What an unexpected turn. Oh God.
Yeah. Big Daddy. Walrus is
Walrus is a
Big
big
Daddy.
leather daddy. He's a big leather daddy. It's literally me right now.
It's the hot tub.
Whoa, I'm getting in the tub in a second. I'm going to slide in there.
Yo.
You ever see that fucking walrus run off the dock? It's the funniest.
I don't know.
I'll show you the walrus.
You got to get a sunning rock and you can just slip off it.
I'll slide in, dude.
That'd be such an alpha move to invite people over here and just sun on your rock. And just, it's like, sorry, it's just my two-spirit play. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'll stick with walrus. I'll be a big fucking
That's
fat
nice.
gay guy.
I gotta go back. I gotta do some
You gotta
serious soul
change rabbit.
searching. I cannot be rabbit.
You
That's-
gotta go with.
There's not a dude rabbit.
Wolf is like
Wolf
that's
is pretty
hack,
cool.
dude. If you pick wolf, that's gay.
Hold on, let me see. God, there's got to be a male rabbit, dude. You guys are gonna make. Damn,
I
that's
know you're gonna
fucking
want
so
wolf, dude.
sexy, dude.
A
I was thinking about a
jackalope
jackalope actually.
Bro, you definitely want wolf.
I'm not. Let me see. Rabbit furry spirit male. Let's get a male going.
What's up?
Yo.
Oh, please
Damn
come to
it,
Optimum
dude.
Noctis on April
That's just
1st.
as me.
April Fool's Day. So come see
True.
these April Fools at the Creek in the Cave in Austin, Texas. 8 p.m. Optimum Noctis.
Okay, here's
Nate,
dude.
you're definitely bored.
It's kind of a badass fucking. Look at that guy. Scary. Oh no, that's exactly.
Nate, you're definitely bored.
Oh no.
Damn, what does a red panda look like?
Red panda.
I hope a red panda is not too sexual.
Bunnies are all fucking girls.
Red panda furry art. Yeah, I see how that's guard dog.
Yeah, I
dude,
like.
that's-
I stick with red panda.
There's guard dog at the bar. Everyone's being mean
Yo.
to me. Everyone's
I mean, dude, that's me right there. That's a fucking sick
knew you
male
were gonna
rabbit.
pick it.
That's a sick male rabbit. That's a sick male rabbit. That's a rabbit.
Wait, can I see, Matt?
It's a sick male rabbit, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
straight
that
as
one's
hell.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Is what it is. I knew I was right.
There's guard dog.
I like this one.
Oh no.
Oh hell yeah, that was actually cool.
There's guard dog on up. Everyone's being mean.
Fuck, these are all girls, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, bunny dragon. It could be a bunny dragon with Lemaire.
Thanks,
Lemaire, what? You can't be a dragon, dude.
Droxus. No.
I did the test. The test said Droxus.
Shit.
We were all there. I got witnesses.
You were being specific. You were being very specific with your answers, though. You were picking cool.
He was
answers.
going for it, yeah.
Yeah. You were shooting the shot.
Matt, you
Can't
could be a
remember.
donkey.
I could see that actually.
Donkey's nice.
I could see that. I appreciate that.
Droxus is sick.
I could transform a bunny to a donkey.
Droxus. With me, is you are a Droxus, dude. I can see it. The spider.
True,
Oh,
being
yeah.
a
Dude,
spider.
this shit is fucking crazy.
It's
It's like a
insane, dude.
Gay
It's fucking
zebra and a
beastie-
gay
it's
deer
bestiality.
kissing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense.
For sure.
All right. I'm gonna walrus out into the pool.
Yeah, true.
So long.
Bye. And we're live. Joel Blazer, what the fuck is going on?
Thank
dude?
you.
Thank you for coming. Doesn't it feel good?
Yes.
Feels good, dude. Every now and again, just to jump in hot, get the juices flowing. So Joel Blazer, so we met in Milwaukee. I saw you on Soft White Underbelly, and I was taken by it. I was like, dude, this is crazy. I think you're one of their best guests. They've done some.
Thank you.
They've done a lot. They've interviewed a lot of people, but you kind of struck me, bro. I saw you, and I said, damn, this guy is the man. And we talked, and then eventually we met in Milwaukee.
It was pure accident. I had this fucked up post on Instagram. My phone's off. It's like you're talking right to me. You didn't even see me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, and I grabbed my phone and I'm like, okay, no, they're going to kick me out. You can't turn the phone on because I wanted to erase it. It was just some fucking negative
What do you mean?
bullshit. Like, because at the show, you can't turn your phone on.
Right,
They said.
right.
So then I go out And then I wouldn't even have turned my phone on had I not had that thought, which is that you inspired me from the thing. And then you're like, dude, I saw you come back to the green room.
I
I'm
couldn't
like,
miss
right
you,
on.
bro. I couldn't miss you. I'm obviously
like-
stealing your grip right now. I couldn't miss you.
That was fucking rad as fuck, dude.
My friend, I think Nate, you met Nate.
Yes.
Nate comes. Oh no, I think it was AJ. AJ comes back and he's like, yeah, there's a guy like in all white in the front row, and I was like, I know who that is. That's Joel Blazer. I was like, dude, hell yeah. So yeah, we talked a little bit, and then we met, dude. Dude, you're the fucking man. We met in Milwaukee. You gave the signed copies to Nate and AJ of your book.
Yeah, I gave him a little note.
Letters from Marion. The notes were, I thought, beautiful, man. I gave them their books and we were reading them. I'm like, they're just beautiful notes. You're the man, dude. You're an absolute beast. But we went to the
Thank you.
steakhouse, 5 o'clock steakhouse.
Yes.
Might have been the best steak I've ever had in my life, dude. I'm not lying.
It was
Like,
good.
It was so good. And then the thing that really killed me was, I've never seen this happen before. When you showed up, you had an incident with gasoline.
Oh my God, dude. Dude.
You smelled like gasoline. You showed up. We were all sitting there eating, and I'm like, I thought you were working with power tools all day. So I'm like, maybe he was like chainsawing all day or something. He come in, I'm like, I don't want to be rude. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you smell like gas?
The motherfucker clicked. I'm sitting in the car. The thing's full. It clicked. I pull it out. Dude, and it just was squirting, and it just squirted on the car and splashed.
Yeah, you got drenched with gasoline.
Like, that is wicked.
Bro, I swear to God, it was such a pungent
I'm like,
smell.
what am I going to do?
You had to just show up. It was a beast move.
Dude, you could have lit me on fire if you were smoking cigarettes.
I seriously was concerned. I was worried someone was going to order like a flambe or something, and you would have went up because it was a thick gasoline smell. Although that's kind of the most manly cologne.
Maybe we could start it.
Just
Letters
a
from
little
Marion, gasoline.
But yeah, so and this is what kind of got my interest. I watched you on Soft White Underbelly, and you had the story basically about going to a supermax prison for selling, LSD. And the case was crazy. Like, we talked about it. It was just, you sent, LSD in the mail, Western Union. Some guy got caught. He never got even caught with it, right?
No, his friend got caught.
Okay.
And then his friend just told on him. They showed up at his front door, and he just told him this crazy story.
Right.
So wasn't indicted. He just
completely
right on his front step.
Jesus Christ. And then he gave you up, and then you got on some bullshit trial where it was like, you never got caught with drugs, but there was enough circumstantial evidence to suggest that you had used a fake name to Western Union money and LSD around, and they sentenced you to, you said they were
151 months, 12 years, 7 months, which I jumped for joy. That was short.
Yeah.
I mean, I was facing 40 and I get 151. I looked at my mom and I just went like this, like,
really? You turned around?
yes. Cause I'm like, it's 151. Like, I'm
True.
at least, 40 when you're 23,
It's your whole life. You're done.
You're like, how do you look down that hallway?
True.
151. It's like, okay, I can file some appeals. Maybe I'll get lucky. And I did. But
And that was 1992. So this is like,
92.
it's crazy to think about the drug laws back then. There's even like weed back then. Like, you could go to jail for like 4 or 5 years for selling weed if you had enough.
When we drove through Texas or Vegas, Nevada, like the older deadheads, like the shit was hid. You couldn't do anything. Ponytails back. Like, you just had to get through the state, especially Texas. They said, if we get pulled over and they find weed, we are all going to prison.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now look.
Yeah, well,
And so we paved the way. I should put a collection bucket out.
you should, dude. You should. Well, that's
The young people have no fucking clue, man.
yeah. Even the early 2000s, it was like you could go to jail for like little bullshit like weed and stuff. I guess they obviously softened the
There's still
penalties.
some. There's 25 states where it's illegal, right?
Yeah, Texas is still illegal. Like, if you Austin, you're fine. If you have weed in Austin, they don't care. If you leave Austin, you can still, they'll like throw you in the, they'll, like,
Because in
hold
front
you
of the
overnight and
hotel,
process you.
everybody.
They don't
It's
care
just-
in Austin. But if you isn't that right, Josh? I think if you leave Austin and you get caught with weed, like, I knew someone who
So
went.
it's decriminalized in Austin proper.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they don't prosecute it at all. It's not.
That's the lib side.
It's a lib. This is a lib haven. Yeah, they actually have like decent food here, but you got to deal with all that stuff. But yeah, man, you can in Austin. I think I knew someone who got pulled over with a vape cartridge and got like held overnight.
In Austin.
No, outside of Austin. So Austin's a safe haven.
So they can. Where do they sell it here?
Yeah, it's like now we have that weird stuff where it's like The hemp.
It's one little
The
thing.
hemp bill. No, the hemp bill
Oh yeah,
allowed-
the farm bill.
Exactly,
Because
the
if you
farm
get
bill.
it from hemp, you can. It's like
Yeah. Or the big thing's THCA. Because THC is what's illegal. THCA. You know, you have to, like heat up weed
Yeah.
to make brownies.
carbolic.
Yeah, decarboxylate or whatever.
Yep.
So now if you have that extra carbon molecule that heat removes from literally of a lighter, it's technically legal because you can be like, well, this is hemp. It's weed's legal now, by the way.
But
So-
is it medically legal here?
no. Texas is like I think it's I don't think they even have a medical
I think
program.
all drugs should be legal, and the world would be way different. That's really one of the driving forces behind the book. Is to be part of that wave.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's like
It hasn't worked.
No.
I mean, look at the prisons.
well, what happened with Portugal? Didn't Portugal? Yeah, I mean, obviously locking people up for
They
years
did.
for
It was
work.
much smaller. The Cato Institute did a big study. I wrote a couple op-eds for that. I don't remember all the statistics, but they would track it all the way to like when kids first tried drugs. Like it just had a positive impact on all the metrics of drug use, amount of drug use, when they stop. And then when you go in to do it, they say, if you get addicted or you want help, here it is. But there's a lot of moms whose young daughters and sons have OD'd and died that if it was legal, if they were at one of those places, they wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And you take the Mexican cartel would go out of business like that. Think
Yeah.
of that. So
That's the big one. Yeah. Well, that's the. But here's the thing. I read the book Chasing the Scream by
Yeah.
Great
I've read-
book.
yes.
They talk about that
Yes.
how like in London they would give people heroin, and then if you had someone, if they had to go to a center and the heroin was clean, like there were way less deaths. But now the critique in America is like the
well, it's a cesspool. America did it wrong. Like Oregon and Seattle are just like a whole area of.
exactly. And it does give the harm reduction stuff a bad name because it's like if you just let people lay on the street and you're like, oh, here's needles. And then my friend Jared Klickstein was actually living in Skid Row for a while, and he said the problem was you like throw these guys in like an apartment, like, oh, here, we're gonna give you housing, and then they OD and die, and nobody finds them because they're by themselves. Rather, if they're outside,
But if
people can at least discover them.
both metrics were the same, legal and illegal, there's still the metric of the criminal elements out of it. And
Yeah,
we get
exactly.
the money that we can bring back in.
Yeah, that's true. And it's also, it loses a lot of the allure. It's like, if you're telling me if
Yes.
I got to go to like an professional office building to like go do heroin, I'm going to be like,
You're going to start to question it. You're going to think,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
what
Where's
the
my
fuck am I
life
doing?
going?
Yeah, what is it? What the fuck am I doing? It's not the thrill of like, you're getting it. It takes the rock and roll element out of it. Which I think could work. And it always is a personal choice. It is like, it comes down to personal choice.
What I do with my head is my business. Can a government really tell me?
Yeah, well, apparently they told you. They sent you to jail for fucking
Fuck.
15 years. So, dude, you have a book. It's called Letters from Marion. I read it. I love the book, dude. I thought it was
Thank
great.
you.
Book was fantastic. It
You
kind of
gave me that shout out about the jack rag on another podcast.
Yes, I did. I did. Actually,
I parted it too.
dude, I'm glad. It's got to cross a weird threshold though for other prisoners to be like, "Yo, here's how you jerk off." Because I know in jail it's like,
Nikki at the third place. Yeah, Nikki told me. He started to tell me, and I thought he was fucking with me.
yeah,
And I'm like, but he's not gay. Sparky already got me stoned with all this weed. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it.
Right
and I
on.
did. And it was wicked.
and it was. What was the technique again? You rolled the socks inside out.
So it's smooth. And then you're not actually like going up and down on the shaft. And it's hard. It's hard when you get a really big hard on, but you grab the shaft and then that heat will create it. And then right at climax, boom, right on top and underneath.
Put some pressure on it.
It has an effect, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, like most,
got you
don't
through.
guys know that?
Oh man, I don't know. I've never tried the sock and the fucking pressure play at the
So
end.
you turn it inside out and then you fold it over so it's a little tight, right? And you got to get a big sock. But no, it works. And then it's all contained. No spill, no
True.
fuss, no muss. You don't have to buy a cab ride home in the morning.
True. Got to
You
wash
know?
the sock. Yeah. Got to wash the sock.
Throw that fucker out
Throw it out.
after like 6 or 8 uses.
What? Oh, so you still wash it
Or
between?
I'll rinse it. But not, I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
see
put
what
it
you're
in the
saying.
machine.
Nah, true. You need to keep
You
it
know,
pure. Yeah, you need to
yeah.
keep it pure. I get that. True. You don't want all those chemicals on you. The funny. So you were telling me this made me laugh a lot. So you go to trial. You took your case to trial. You fight it yourself, which that is honorable. You go take your case to trial, and then you were sentenced, like you said. What was the first thing you did upon sentencing? You go back to the cell. What was your play?
So it was
You're 23 years old.
sobering experience. I went to that cell and I just started to think, what do I want to do? What am I going to do when I get out? Surfing, sushi. And then I'm like, somehow I got aroused,
Right on.
you know, and the marshals were out of the office there. There's bars and I just fucking hit it. I made myself come hard, dude. And then I'm like, get used to it, motherfucker, because that's all you got. And I think that's actually pretty good, like, to realization and just accepting this is what it is.
Dude, I mean...
And then who knows, maybe if I spent 151 months in there, I mean, I might have been getting my dick sucked. I don't fucking know. I don't think so. But after a certain amount of time, like, say if you're there for 30 fucking years, man.
I hear you.
You gotta be touched. Like, what the fuck?
Something's got to happen.
Yeah. Or a guard. You get lucky with a female prison guard.
That'd be huge. That would be very lucky.
So I don't know. I've never had to deal with that. But
You never had it. That was your primary concern. You said going in. You didn't want to have to
get raped, get my asshole filled with cum. Can I say that?
You can say that, yeah. It's your journey.
No, man.
Dude, that's a real fucking fear. I'd be terrified, man. Because you were down where? In like Kentucky?
Yes. That trial was in Covington, Kentucky, 6th District. The first prison was like really low and normal, but you know, as it progressed, and the thing is, the face of the medium security prisons at that time changed. Mm-hmm. So normal medium security in the 80s, you might have bank robbers, couple drug dealers. The average sentence was maybe 10 years. But now there was every other fucking guy at 30, 35 years, and they're young. So it was like, that was like a penitentiary and a medium. Cause like, you know, if a dude's got 35 or 40 years and he's 25 and he's disrespected, like what the fuck does he have to lose?
Exactly.
It's not like you have 8 or 10 and you got an out date and you're close, right? So like the tensions were different.
And also I did like that. I have to say, like, so you're there, you know, that just being like, look, I've never tried sushi. I'm going to get that when I get out. I'm going to surf around the world when I get out. And then just like, you know, and it is funny to like just jerk off, but it is something, there's something serious about that level of acceptance to be like, this is my situation. Because I feel like people in and out of jail struggle with that, of like just accepting your lot in life and just kind of like getting with the program rather than just constantly spinning yourself out.
Acceptance.
It's a big thing.
It was luck. I don't know how I look back. What the fuck?
And why you were wise. You were definitely at 22 to be like, all right, this is what it is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have been able to take it. I would have been like, this is bullshit. There's no way. I would have been in total denial, I think.
When they arrested me, I thought to myself as they're driving me in the car, like I had the thought, I'm like, I know a motherfucker who's got a kilo of coke. I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, no. And they brought me to the courthouse in this room with Christopher Bick and a couple other agents. And they said, you're going to spend the rest of you're going to spend all of your fucking 20s and probably most of your 30s in prison. This is the best part of your life. And they said, we won't even process you. Just tell us you'll cooperate and help us. And it can stop right now. And I said, take me to my cell. Fuck you. Which was the hardest fucking thing.
Damn.
Because I knew I'm not going to jail then.
Yeah.
They threw the 18-count indictment on my lap when they arrested me, which I thought, holy fuck, that means they convened a grand jury. They've been fucking following me, trying to catch me with shit, which they were. So, yeah, man, that was a wicked situation. Then I got out on bail for like 4 months, and then out on bail, I got in trouble. So they arrested me. I don't know if I put this in the book. And then I had to go back to Kentucky through the federal prison system. And then once I got to Kentucky, there was a mix-up with getting the car. And then I got out again.
You did talk about
but
this, yeah.
I went through 6 or 7 prisons because the way the Marshal Service is like transfers you through. And then I went to this one in Oklahoma. Now they built a different one. But you actually went into a prison with like 6 tiers. And so I'm only have been arrested. And formally charged, but I have not been convicted or sentenced. So I saw, in that point, I saw what prison was.
Yeah, well, okay.
Like really what prison was.
Yeah, you got to get your shuffle. So I remember that in the book. You had to get yourself down to Kentucky to get like arraigned or whatever.
Yeah, because they arrested me in Milwaukee, but the indictment was out of Kentucky. So they arraigned me here. They gave me pretrial probation. They said, you got to show up in 3 weeks.
To Kentucky, and you couldn't get to Kentucky.
Right.
Right,
And
I
then
read that
like
in the
2
book.
days before, I called the marshals. They said, you got to get there. You got to get there. We're going to come arrest you. And then there was an issue with my getting a rental car. And then my brother wasn't going to let me use his car. And I mean, I fucked up.
Yeah. So they were pissed. So they had to literally transport you from Milwaukee down to.
But they don't go straight.
I
You just
heard.
get in the system and you
get moved
you go around. And then it took me like 31 days. Couple county jails, but it was the one in Oklahoma City. I can't remember the name of the federal prison, but like you would go to the chow hall and you'd mix with the prisoners, like the wick, you know, and it's just like, I remember Gene Gotti was there, I believe, at the time, but it was like, holy fuck, man. Then I get to Kentucky. He gives me the bail. He's like, you can't fuck up. We're going to piss you, all that. He's like, but I'll see you. I don't know. The trial was in 4 or 5 months after that.
You had to just
But
kick around Kentucky?
no, I went back to Milwaukee.
Okay.
But if that could have made anybody rat.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, this is going to be home.
Oh, you weren't even, I see what you're saying. You weren't even
Yeah.
like a fully sentenced yet. And the thing that struck, I didn't know
I
this.
didn't even have the trial.
Exactly. So you got like a taste and you could have totally been like, bro, fuck this. I'm out. I did like the thing in the book where you talked about how they gave some people what was called diesel therapy. And they would just keep prisoners traveling just in perpetuity. That like
The
they would
diesel
just,
therapy.
dude, that's fucking terrible.
Because you maybe shower every 2 days. You're constantly in chains, belly chains, and the leg irons. And then, like, if you file complaints, and I'm sure they do it to people that they want to break, like maybe Secret Service people they think are selling secrets or whatever, like some sort of thing. And then it's also a threat. Like, you know, like if you go on diesel therapy, you're basically on a bus like 7 days a week and stopping off only every couple days, and like in the big tanks with people, you're eating bologna sandwiches. Like,
yeah, and you don't know anyone, so you're just getting shuffled, or you're a
no
stranger
phone
everywhere.
calls, no mail.
It sucks, dude. I never heard of that before. You always hear about the hole. That's the big one. You get sent to the hole, but
The
I've never-
hole's the jail within the jail.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy,
It's
right?
super jail.
Yeah. The hole was pretty wicked. The thing is, like on the commissary slips, they sold at every single federal prison, they sold raw garlic. And when you went to the hole, there were certain things in the commissary they wouldn't let you buy. But you could always buy raw garlic,
Really?
cloves. And like for the whole entire time, every single day, I'd eat 2 to 4 cloves every day. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, it probably kept like infections at bay, and 'cause getting sick in jail would fucking no one ever thinks about getting sick in jail.
It's the thing. The light sicknesses are you're gonna kind of get poo-pooed, but like if something's real serious, they take, because it's the feds. They will take you right out to the hospital.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Well, my friend was in county jail, and that's the thing people don't know too. Apparently, county
County's
jail's
the
the
worst.
Exactly, that's what I've heard.
Cesspool wickedness.
It sucks. My friend was there, and he was an older guy, and he was in the county jail.
It's dirty. There's no
filthy.
regulation.
He was there during COVID, and he said the guards were so like whacked out about interacting with the prisoners that he was like, they didn't come check on you at all, and the heaters were fucked up. So he was like, it was freezing cold.
It always is, and the air is recirculated. So you're getting dandruff.
Yeah, he was like, it's freezing cold, and he was like, I'm an older guy. He had health issues. He's like, if I had a health complication, I would have died, because like there was like a bell or a button they could ring to like get people to come, and he's like, they would all ring it. Nobody like for 8 hours a night that people just wouldn't show up. Because they were like, we don't want, the guards were like, we don't want to be around the fucking prison.
Right, because even if you're federal holdover in a county jail, you don't get the federal, like if you were in a federal prison. There's just like, you're in the county, that's it.
You would think the county would be the nicer one because it's lesser. Well, at least you can be waiting to trial, but it's like usually if you get like a DUI, you think the conditions would be nicer to go serve a DUI sentence than like.
It's got to be the worst
running
place
a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
No, I'm saying like if you did like a high level crime, you get better jail conditions. Basically, you get a federal prison.
No,
versus
well, once you get there,
yeah, true. But it was that just shocked me because my friend went, and I was always kind of like, oh, you would think like federal prison's like worse than the county, but it's like he was like, no, it's actually way better. He's like,
oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
but either way,
definitely.
so once you were there. And in the book, you move around a lot, and also there was.
Doesn't
one
it come together at the end though?
I like it.
did.
Yeah, I like it. You did it. You did a good job of like chronological leaps, because it's like you're talking about your one time period, like I'm waiting trial, and then like you're jumping to like being released and the stuff you were doing after that, and then back. And I thought that's you pulled it off. The chronological jumps.
Thank
I think
you.
pulled off. The letters were. So what was your thought? Because within the book,
It's
you're
too
telling the story-
many.
Well, here's the thing. I think they were fine, but you gave a pretty a pretty serious glimpse into like the psyche of an incarcerated, young.
Some
person.
of it was a little too deep.
I loved it. I thought it was great. But like the best is when you
read
sent a
'em.
letter to your brother being like, "I'm gonna fucking destroy you when I get out of here. I'm so jacked." I was that made me literally laugh out loud in my bed. I was reading that. I'm like, what a funny fucking thing just to be in jail. Be like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass when I get out of here. I'll be so strong. Which I'm sure you're fucking around with your brother, but it was like, yeah, the letters did like the story. Was flowing. The letters, like they really gave it some kind of like some weight to it, man. It was like some of those letters were like,
Thank you.
kind of dark in a good way. I thought it was cool because it was. You didn't. Here's my thing. You didn't have to put those in there, and you did, and you really showed, kind of an unfiltered like view of how you were, and it was cool. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted to do the envelopes to prove I was there, and then Hillary wanted me to type the letter out, but then I'm like,
No, the
that means
handwriting
it
was
could
cool.
be edited. If
Yeah.
this letter, this is it. Like you can't change that.
So with the letters, there was I didn't know what you were talking about. You were asking your mom for photos. What was the photo?
Oh, for Playboy.
What?
My parents met at Playboy, and she posted
That I heard.
her
Yeah,
photo.
that I knew. So
Yeah.
what did you want the photo for?
Just to have. I don't know. No, so there's. We would see the photos like when we were little, and so they weren't all
They're not
naked
nude.
photos.
Yeah, obviously,
They're
yeah.
not all nude, but she has a couple. And then on the back it says Playboy Studios. But I think I had a bet or something with someone or some reason ulterior. I can't remember what it was.
yeah,
But I
for
got
sure.
the picture and I showed. I said, "Look, Playboy Studio."
Yeah, that was the
I
one.
think it was a bet.
That was a letter I saw in there. 'Cause there's no context on the letter, so I kind of looked it up and I was like, okay, that's what I thought it was. You wanted the Playboy photos for a bet. You never said that in the book. So
No.
when you're reading it, you're going, this is a freaky ass bull, dude.
In prison, I'm going to be jacking off to my mother.
I would never say that. I would never say that.
No, but you're right. That's a reasonable thought. How fucked up does this dude get? He's jacking off to his mother. Oh my God.
I'd never say so. God damn, it just made me laugh because I was reading the book and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, these photos? And that makes sense. You had a bet with somebody. They didn't believe you.
No. Gary. I'm pretty sure it was Gary.
He didn't
It
believe
might
you.
not have been a bet. It might have just been, look, I want hey, my parents met at Playboy. Check this out.
Yeah, that was an
really good
interesting
post.
story too. That was so how did that go down?
I think it happened on Lake Parkway at the mansion, Hugh Hefner's mansion. My dad collected money.
Mm-hmm.
He worked in the credit department. My mom worked in some area where like you're just kind of the traditional whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they met at the party. And then they married. I think they married in 1963, November 22nd, the day John Kennedy was shot. And I think they met in 1961, but they both worked at Playboy. And then Pompeo Posar was a big staff photographer, just hounded the shit out of my mother until she relented to pose. So, but the rest of the story, which I've never told anyone, probably never happened in the history of Playboy. So she posed. They picked her for centerfold. Everything was set, typeset and everything, and she fucking freaked out.
And she was like, take it out. I don't want to do it.
She's like, no. But she still stayed working there for another year and a half. But they said, no one's ever done this. Like said, no.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't do it. She was sort of traditional Italian,
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Catholic.
Especially back
But
then.
it's 60.
Especially back then. Like
Two.
people now wouldn't care because people have like OnlyFans and shit. But like, yeah, back then that was a big deal.
She was old fashioned like that. Pull the chair out, like just.
So what was the thinking though? Why? I guess if you're in the environment, you get kind of. They do that at strip clubs a lot too. They'll take the bartenders and they'll be like, "Yeah, you should get up there." It's just when you're in that environment, they're probably just kind of pushing you.
Well, she was super fine.
Really?
She was extremely fine. Yeah, no, unbelievable. Like, okay, I had a party at the Lake Estate. The Super Bowl was February 4th, and my friend was there, and my mom came into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm, I don't know, 40. My mom's 65 probably.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's my mom. So like
Right
but
on.
petite and perfect.
You were cursed with a hot mom.
So she leaves the kitchen and Bob's there. It's probably 5 years my elder. He's like, dude, your sister is so fine. Can I get her? Can I call her? And I said, it's my mom. And he's just like, oh, wait, and he walked out. You know, like that's who she was. But she wasn't like, what's the word? Like she didn't act like she was, but she was.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up with like a hot mom, basically?
How could I know the difference?
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
You know what I
can't
mean?
say. Yeah, I always wondered what that was like.
Looking back, like the way people reacted to her and would talk to her, like when we would travel, like they were very attracted to her. I don't know. It probably helped me. I mean, if am I ugly?
No, yeah, no, you're looking guy, dude.
I think she might have been able to do a lot better than my dad, though, right?
Yeah. So what was in the book? You include some stuff like you guys had a rocky relationship, and then he just died.
Yeah. So
how was that? Because you go into it's kind of jarring because I read it. It's like you guys have this
it's almost
physical
unbelievable
altercation,
Yeah.
and then he dies that day.
So a week before he died, maybe 2 weeks, we were at the dining room table, and I'm like, dude, I think something's wrong with you. I think you're going to die. I've been having these dreams. It happened with my grandmother. He said, I'm fine. I had the cholesterol check. Everything's good. Then the day before, so what was it, October 15th, 1989? 1988. Because the first time I took LSD was a year later on that date, unbeknownst to me. And so we got in a fight over something. The cakes went flying.
Oh, it was like a birthday.
Someone's cakes, was it my mother's? Someone had a birthday coming. And then so we had the fight and I ran out of the house and I was kind of a fuck up. I got this new job, and then at the job I started to panic and freak out. They'd trained me and I said, I got to go home. Something's wrong. And then he died right in my arms.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, and you were, early 20s. It's got to be a pretty heavy experience.
No, 20.
Or yeah, 20 years
19.
old. Yeah. Okay.
No, maybe I was 21. 69, 89, 88, 7, 19.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty wild. Yeah, that was just like a quick thing mentioned in the book, but I was like, that's kind of.
But then what happened in Marion, so like, in the world, like in nature, there's no wasted energy. And if you live to be 80, you've had 6 years of dreams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Right. And so like once I got to Marion, from this very first day to the day I left, every single night I'd dream and we'd meet and we'd talk and we'd get it out.
That's cool.
Every fucking day. So like I made peace with it somehow. But yeah, there was a rocky relationship. I mean, my dad suffered from PTSD. He fought in a war. And like, I mean, I don't know if because you mentioned it when you did your thing about hitting a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is that really the way? So 5 or 6 year old boy, like that's, it didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough to where it's like it's significant, right? But it doesn't have to define who I am today.
For sure, yeah.
So I don't know. Does that answer your question?
No, yeah, that does. It was like a heavier moment, and I thought this was kind of interesting too in the book. This was kind of like the crux of the tale. Was like you're in jail, and you're kind of having a good time. You're selling a little black dart heroin. I was
finance my weed. Oh my God. That's just the hypocrisy of it, right? Like we're going to keep this shit illegal?
I know.
What the fuck?
It is crazy. But for me, it was crazy that you just tried heroin and were like, man, that was cool.
I said the whole thing, withdrawing the needle back and the blood coming in.
Was that like creepy as fuck doing that? Like I don't like needles at all. That's why.
No, it was creepy as fuck. And the thing is, it just felt like I was really stoned. So I'm like, why would I want to do this other than smoke pot?
Yeah.
Because then I'm getting physically addicted. I'll be sucking dick to get more or whatever.
For sure. Yeah. So it wasn't this like otherworldly.
Oh, that's the thing. That's it. That's the other thing. When I jacked off in this thing, that's the third thing. So when I was out, that was very significant. So when I was there, I said sushi, surfing, and when I was out selling LSD, if they thought you were an alcoholic doing coke or heroin, you could not get the good
You were cut
LSD.
off, yeah.
You were done. And they always trained you for safety first. And it's like they knew, they could see in my soul, this motherfucker will not rat. Somehow they saw that. And when I jacked off, I said, I'm going to fucking try once. I want to just try it. I want to stick a needle in my arm and I'm going to try heroin.
Was that because of Jerry Garcia having? Was he like into heroin then, or that wasn't until like the 90s?
I don't know the whole history. He was in it, I mean, probably from the beginning, but when he got addicted, it was definitely in the 90s. Bad, really bad. And then he went to the Forest Knolls or Serenity Knolls, and then he died. I don't know if it's because of that, but it was no, it wasn't because of that, because the people that do heroin and coke and are alcoholic, they're not thinking safety first.
Right.
And then they bring that heat on. People, because like they're in the circles of the heavier drugs, where LSD was very clandestine.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That makes sense. So that was part of your thing. Like I'm going to try heroin too once. Now I can do it.
Yeah. That was the 3 things I promised myself.
You were getting crushed by the corporate lifestyle of selling LSD. So you're like, I'm going to.
I was always
heroin.
to get to the next show. Like, because if you went broke, you could sell grilled cheese and beer and make $600 or $800, buy 20 or 30 sheets, go to some city for 2 weeks with someone that you just met or they know the city, and then make 4,000 or 5,000, and you're good for like the whole tour.
Yeah.
I mean, $2 or $3 grand in the 80s on tour, it was like you're set.
True.
And you got 3 or 4 guys in the car, but like there's always was the juxtaposition. It's like I'm risking my fucking life for a little bit of money, even though I believe in it. Like, so that was the dichotomy of wickedness.
I mean, how fun was that? Just being, a younger.
That was
a kid,
amazing.
basically, just following around the
It
Grateful
was beautiful because like those people accepted me. It was like a family, and it was just like love. The scene in the parking lot when I went to the first show was unbelievable. Like it just was what was missing at home.
That makes sense.
And it was beautiful. But no, it wasn't like I was in fear because I've sold very little drugs at a show. I would meet people and like make things happen, but it wasn't like I was out there, doses, mushrooms, this,
You
that,
weren't really getting after it like that.
And you didn't have to, because you could do you could grill cheese and beer and do
still make
fine
money,
and
yeah.
make money. And then, the acid connects. And then like these people who did the LSD, like we'll just say Rainbow, the Vesuvian man,
Yeah.
So one side had that, and then the one side was surfing hippie ladies. And then a sheet is 1,000 hits, which is like maybe a 7x10. And then 10 of those is like accordion. So that's 1 gram of LSD, which looks just like a gram of cocaine. And then they would pay someone to batik those sheets with each square of 100 hits would have the Vitruvian man from, what's his name? An astronaut.
Da Vinci.
Yeah, Da Vinci. And the
Yeah.
other side would be the surfing hippie ladies. But that piece of paper was like artwork. You could not counterfeit that.
That makes
so
sense,
if I saw one of those sheets on the lot, I'm like, all right, Rainbow is here. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna search them out. Like I know I can get, and then they would front me anything, but
Yeah.
I would never. They would front me 10 grams, which is 100,000
crazy.
hits. But I would like, what am I gonna do with it? And they would train me like, if you ever think there's heat around the corner, like throw that shit away. You just have to stay safe. Like one
Yeah.
time we did a 10 strip, and like they were just with me when they met me, and
You took 10 hits, you're saying?
yeah, and they could tell somewhat, however they could tell, but like I was in,
Damn.
I was in.
What was that like when you like, that was your first experience? Was that your first experience with LSD?
No, the first one was the year anniversary of my dad's death. I was with new friends that I met, and we were in the show. They were blue unicorns, and there were lights like this on the ceiling, and we just kept eating the LSD. Because I'm like, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. It was her second time. And then I don't know, I probably got to 8 or 9. And then all of a sudden we're like, this is real. But then we just spent the next 15 hours together. We were at the show. It was the most beautiful, lovely experience. Like you were just in the moment. It's hard to explain in words. But that was a beautiful trip. But the time I took the 10 was Northern California, and like you could sleep. I mean, pure good LSD is not, I don't think it's really harmful unless you have something psychologically that's really
Okay.
impending you, and or the precursor to the trip. Like if you just got in a wicked fight with your ex-wife and she's taking the kids and you got to double the alimony, and then that might be bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you were saying in the book too, these people who were like, there was only a few people who were able to somehow secure the ingredients necessary to make LSD, because it is hard. I knew a guy in a lab, and he could make almost anything, but he's like, I can't make LSD.
Ergotamine tartrate. No, it's a substantial amount of glassware, and it's not just some bathtub shit to get pure LSD 25. It took some time. And so the other thing is like, and you're not just going to you're going to end up with millions and millions a hit with a batch, you know? So it's like, you're going to have a lot. But those people that I met, they never were about bling bling. They were specific to safety first and wanting to bring about radical social change. And when I was in prison, I met people from Caracas and all down South America, these big, huge coke dealers. And this one dude, I remember his face, I can't think of his name. And he sort of made me start to think even more about it, because he said, like, when the LSD came and he knew about Owsley, he knew all this stuff about like the scene, but he was like this wicked cocaine dealer, but he was so smart. And he said, when that LSD came in, it's when people were rioting in the government and we wanted to overthrow things. And he's like, that stuff brought about radical social change. So it makes sense that the government wanted it illegal, but who knows why? Maybe they found some true serum way to like make people. Yeah, they didn't want Russia to get it, but they did a lot of stuff with alcoholism too.
Yeah, that was a big thing for AA. I think LSD.
Bill wanted it everywhere.
Yeah,
and then there's at the Jefferson in the 50s. They did, when I was in prison, they had a show with Barbara Walter on LSD. And the whole was sentencing and everything. And so in the 50s, they did this thing where they would take alcoholics, non-AA, they take them on one bad trip, seriously bad, and show them everything they did wrong, and they filmed it. And then on Barbara Walters Inside Federal Prison, they had like the dude's daughters or sons, and they're like 70 or 80. And they said the LSD saved our lives like our dad or mom never took another drink. They completely changed them.
Damn.
So that was a small study.
How much? Do you think how much they were giving them? They were probably back then. Too,
I think it was
they
showed it was 1,000 mics. They showed that it was from Santos. They called it Dicelin or something like that, and they would give them 1,000 mics. But they literally would take them on a horrendously negative trip the whole entire time in a thing with doctors and like.
Well, it's weird too because.
And then it would infect them forever till they died.
Dude. I mean, imagine again in the 50s, like LSD, like I grew up hearing about it. You have like a context for what it is, like it's like it's like hippie stuff and
jumping out the window, you're gonna die.
Yeah, or even being like say I was following like fish, and if I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah, it's like weed. It's like you get high, but in the 50s, if someone just hit you with 10 hits of LSD in a lab and like, get your fucking life together, I'd be like, ah!
I always thought it was going to make you go crazy. I mean, I didn't take LSD till I was 1989, 20 was the first time. And so I had a few times at shows I would buy a sheet or two from someone I didn't know, and I just would sell it at high school. I'd say, is this real? And I did mushrooms a couple times, but like, even though I thought I was a free thinker, there was like, you're going to take it and you're going to want to fly and jump out a window. Like somewhere that got started, because that was always in my head, but it wasn't that dangerous. But I don't know if it's for everyone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I think that if a big slice, like if you go to Gaza, right, then Terrence McKenna would go all the way to group sex, but he's like, you get both sides, Palestine, the Jews, and let's all take some LSD and sit in a room. I guarantee you they're going to fucking figure it out. Yeah. And they might start fucking each other.
That'd be sick.
Right? Be sick. I mean, the peace on earth, man. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it could, do that. It is unfortunate because I like you were saying, it's not for everybody. And I have seen people who abuse it kind of lose it. Like
LSD?
Yes.
So I've never seen that. I believe it.
But I think you have to have underlying stuff already kind of kicking around.
Abused it like daily?
They were there was like every weekend, just boom, like, and like constantly, as you said in your book, you didn't take it
less than a dozen times because it's so profound. What do you need?
These guys were every weekend, the nitrous, they were just partying with it. And I remember,
wow,
I see the one guy, I was in a grocery store and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, man? He was working there. I'm like, how you doing? Dude, he cornered me. He's like, I'm fighting a battle against light and darkness. And I was like, oh, boy. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I'm going to grab my stuff and get out of here. But it was, Yeah, I remember this guy, but again, it could have been just like underlying stuff because that is like, you know, if you take a person who already has, even if like, you know, they could have like had a job and just been a little weird or whatever, but it's like if you really kind of ramp that shit up and it's like you don't give them any kind of like way to work through all that stuff, it's like, yeah,
No, you're
kind
right.
of makes sense. You would lose your fucking mind.
Because you have psych now. What is that?
That was I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I have an idea with what I want to do, but I got obsessed. So I've always liked psychology. So I've always liked psychology. And then I went to school for social work to get my master's. And
Yes.
I wanted to start something like AA that's just not centered around drugs where you can kind of get people.
Anything.
Yes. Who are like, I could talk to people who are, you know, like PhDs or whatever and have them help me come up with some sort of program that could be peer led around like just mental health stuff in general. That way, like, you can't afford a therapist. If you can't afford a therapist, you could still have like a group that's like, it's not like therapy per se, but it would be using
Sharing.
the tools, yeah, like that. These people, like these PhD level people, make up, and like, how do you kind of disseminate them in a way that like it could be done in like a peer to peer thing? So that's my goal, and I'm still now looking for therapists now because I want to just salary a couple therapists now that I can to just kind of like run groups and like kind of like
See where.
curate the whole like online space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's for.
How did you get that name?
I made it up. It's like, no, I don't know.
I
It
like
sounded
it.
funny because, you know, but yeah, so that is my goal because, you know, we do need to figure something out collectively because this isn't, you know, it's clearly not working, dude. It's like the fact that we're immune to like kids shooting kids in school now. It's like it happens enough to where it's like, all right, dude, we need to organize ourselves mentally a different way. We're organized around, you know, one thing right now and it's not really
Money?
not working. Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, it's good. I don't hate money, but it's like, it's clearly something's getting fucked up. And it's like, I really feel like as human beings, you know, we're organisms and like, we're not, it's hard for people to wrap their head around the fact for everybody that they're not like the most important person in the world. Because as an organism, if you think about organisms,
The cells. We're all a cell.
yeah, well,
if
if you're an organism and you sense an organism that's bigger than you, that's a threat to your life. You know what I mean? Because if you're an animal, just say you're an animal. If you're an animal and if you're a wolf and you see a bigger wolf, that wolf could very well kill you, and that sets off a chain of reactions. But human beings, our sense of like largeness is kind of abstract. So if you perceive somebody's bigger than you in some sense, it can set off like a very real chain
reaction.
of biological events
Yep.
that can color your thinking and behavior. And it's like no one really thinks about that, but it's like something people have to come to grips with. But whatever. But but yeah, so that's. I don't know, man. I think we could have a good time up here on Earth, but it's, you know, it sucks for everybody. It's kind of shitty.
Is
for a
it
lot
the
of people.
human condition?
I think so.
We're stuck. The iPhone.
Yeah,
I got an iPhone in April or May. I had a flip phone from 2013. I shut off my iPhone too.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that motherfucker is worse than bad cocaine.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I'm coming to grips with how addicted I am to my phone, and it's
God.
like it's bad, man. I got my screen time down to like I think like 3 hours, and I think this week I should be hitting 2. But it's like, dude, it's such an addiction.
But you need it for your business, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's like I could use it in a way where I'm not like pulling it out, and being like, let me see if anyone. And I'm just
Every
like,
2 hours, they're just
well,
allowed
the
it.
worst part is with social media, you're addicted to is yourself. You're like you've
Right,
commodified
yeah.
your personality.
How many likes?
You're checking
How
your
much
numbers.
money?
Yeah, now you have like it's like very real, you know, quantitative data on like your personality. And so, of course, there's an addictive component to the phone, but like nothing's more addictive than yourself and like, you know, your insecurities and checking on all that. And I think that's what ties a lot of people to it.
And the kids, now that they're like, if I don't have likes, this whole idea of
it sucks.
shootings.
Yeah, so that's, you know, but either way. So yeah, I kind of agree. You know, something needs to happen, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like when people try to push the pedal, like I got the solution and push the pedal, usually it's just 10 times worse. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see what happens with people. But either way, so dude. Okay, so this is what else did I want to ask you about? So this is the thing that I thought was crazy. So you're kicking around different you know, prisons.
6.
Yeah, you're 6
I
different
didn't
prisons.
adjust well.
You
Who does, right?
True, but you're kicking around. Things are going well. You know, you've got some hustles going on, and then
Always
you
hustle.
have the altercation with the guard, and this was the thing I thought the craziest part of the book. You have the altercation with
If
the guard.
you said that name in a disrespectful way, the Aryan Brotherhood would have killed you.
What do you mean?
Wait, which guard you're talking
The
about?
guard who sent you to Marion.
Oh, that guy, the lieutenant. Okay, no.
What guard are you talking about?
And when in Marion, when I said I'll do you like Tommy
Dude,
Silverstein,
that was crazy.
That's
So-
like ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh no, the Black Lieutenant though, that
Black-
really was the chain of events to get me there.
This was I thought it was kind of nuts. So you're in jail, things are going well, whatever. This black lieutenant takes your bag. You guys get into an altercation. So
he
then
called me a hippie rat.
He did.
He threw me down. He called me a hippie rat, and I called him a really fucked up name. I don't want to
It's
say
all right.
it.
You don't have to.
So but the whole yard saw that.
Yes. And he had to
And
do
I
something.
never ratted, but he knew that. He knew
Oh,
I
I
was
didn't realize that. He said that to you in front of all the other prisoners, which is kind of a death sentence.
He's like, well, because when I came to that prison, he wanted the bag.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get that bag. I know you faked that property slip.
And your friend stitched it for you. It was like a nice, it was like your prized possession.
James Irving, yeah. So it was that was the third prison I was in with it. And then I'm coming out of chow to go to the yard, and he's just, give me that bag, you hippie rat. And I yanked it back just out of reaction. He body slammed me. He's like 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260, huge lieutenant. I mean, he's running it. And he's like, you fucking hippie rat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But he knew, when you come in, they know who's ratted, who didn't rat, who might have to be in PC or not. So he knew that he was pushing my buttons. But anyway.
Yeah, so the thing I thought that was wild was like that incident kind of aligned itself with the crack laws, where it was like they reduced the sentences on powder cocaine, didn't reduce the sentences on crack cocaine. So then there were these like racial riots in the jail. And then that
was the first one out of 12 to riot. That's really significant.
12 prisons around the country. Like,
yeah.
And like, dude, the extent of the damage was crazy. Like the bill you were saying,
Did you see the report?
No, what was the report?
I have the whole riot report. Well, now I got to re-put it back up on my new website, but it's a report from the Justice Department. It shows like all the prisons that rioted, what was burned down to the ground, and they said that the instigator was Talladega, Alabama, and they charged me with leading it, which was the lieutenant.
That was
like
a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was really like a racially inspired riot, because it was like black guys were going to jail for crack, for the most part, white guys are going to jail for coke,
and at methamphetamine and LSD. They changed all those three.
Oh, okay. So
it was three.
Yeah. So the black guys were understandably kind of pissed. So they rioted.
It's the same drug.
I know. And then that lieutenant was like, "Oh yeah, this guy instigated the riot." So you went from just like, prison to then having to go to supermax prison based on really just a beef you had with the lieutenant, which is fucking crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. There's 22 or 23 black guys and me. And then after the riot, when they did the hearings, everybody in the prison got in wicked trouble. But no one got sent to Marion, but just us 23.
And Marion, can you just explain what Marion is? Because I didn't know what it was before I read the book.
Supermax Federal Prison opened up in 63 after Alcatraz closed. There was a control unit. And then in 1983, Tommy Silverstein and Clayton Fontaine killed 2 prison guards in the control unit, which was the supermax of supermaxes. And then as a result of that, they made all of Marion the control unit, and they called it the Marion model. So that was the most secure, heinous 23-hour lockdown ever fucking conceived. And man, and then like 2006, they decommissioned it, and then the ADX opened. But in the 1990s was like 385 of the most sophisticated, predacious motherfuckers on planet Earth, man, and me. What the fuck,
and
dude?
it was
long hair.
23-hour lockdown, 1 hour outside a day.
Yeah, and you had bars. So that's actually was a saving grace, because if you're laying in your cell, single cells, you're looking out, and you see the big, tall windows, where if you imagined it was like a door, like in the ADX. And some days they might give us 90 minutes.
Damn. And you were saying in the thing that really kind of like I thought was nuts in the other prison during the riots, you were like about to go to the yard to work out, and you were like,
it was weird.
Let me go back to my room. And you were saying the yard itself was just like an apocalyptic battle of like dudes getting raped, people getting their heads smashed.
When I went to Marion, my neighbor told me a story of Dean, who went out on the yard, because he said that after the riots, they both got transferred to this other prison. Then T came to Marion, and then he didn't know that what you just said that I put in the book, but he told me what happened out on the yard. And he said Dean was almost dead. Like he was beat so bad, like his head caved in, like he was alive, but just like not doing really good, even after like months of like he was that fucked up. But then in the unit you walk in and it was just a jungle. But like we were all together. They
Yeah.
were breaking the machines. We were trying to break down the door to where all the records were, because all the official records were still
could've
like
destroyed 'em.
physical. These guys who had all the crack law guys wanted to burn them.
Understandable.
Because no, I only have a year.
Damn.
No, they would have said.
I know
you
that.
know?
I'm saying I
Yeah.
know that'd been crazy taking that down. In that book I taught, in the book "You Can't Win" by Jack Black, that like he's like a burglar or whatever in the early 1900s. He ends up finally in a jail in California. I think in was it Folsom? Maybe it was Folsom. I don't know where it was, but he either way there was an earthquake and all of the records for all the prisoners got destroyed in like a fire or something, and he ended up getting stuck because he couldn't get out. You couldn't go in or out because he was already there. So he couldn't prove like he did enough time, but he eventually did get out. But yeah, that's damn. If only those guys had grabbed the records, that'd have been so sweet.
When they toured us out of the, because I didn't see everything that happened. Once they locked us down, we were in that unit for 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 days before we left for Marion. But when they took us all out to go to Marion, the one building was burnt to the ground and another building was halfway burnt down. And then when we were in there, we could hear bulldozers and shit, but you didn't really know what's happened. But I'm like, where the whole housing unit was, it was gone. It's like, fuck. I mean, you could smell smoke, but you just didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah, you got to see the damage.
Before they took our radios, we would hear on like that one dude, I can't remember that guy who would always come on in the morning. It was national radio show, but he had started to say about all these other prisons that rioted.
Mm-hmm.
He
He said all the other
Yeah,
ones, and they kind of try
yeah.
to suppress that. Yeah, I remember reading that,
Yeah.
how they were trying to act like, nah, we're good. And then didn't other ones like say there was stuff just so that they could clamp down and get overtime and all
Exactly.
that?
That was in the report too.
Yeah.
There were some that did that. And the funny thing is, the ones that, here's the thing, what I talked about earlier, the medium security prisons were the ones where the most violence and buildings being burnt happened, because these guys that it's a consensual crime. I sell you something. I know it's illegal. All right, I didn't do the crime, do the time, but it's like I could have raped, I could have robbed you, I could have stolen so much more money and gotten less time. Like, it's not fair and
doesn't make
equal
sense.
justice.
That was always my thing. It's like the prison law should be according to who would you
getting
rather
hyped
have
up.
as your neighbor, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Would I rather have a
Yep.
guy who sold coke or a pedophile? It's like, all right, a pedophile should
Right.
do longer time than a guy who sells coke, because it's like that's who I'd rather live next to if I had to choose. Or if I didn't have a choice, it would be like, it should be, people should be sentenced accordingly.
Did you ever look at when you moved to a new neighborhood, the federal sex offender registry?
I check it
It's
all the time.
unbelievable map, and you could just hover. You see who they are, what their crime is, are
Dude.
they on probation?
And there's
what
a
a
lot of
tool!
them. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
And there's a lot of them, man. I did it when I
Yep.
lived in Philly, and I was shocked. There was a decent amount. And I think they had them all in one house. They were all in like this one house, like 4 blocks away. And I don't know if they just like some landlord. structured
That
for
might
the
be
deal.
my next play. Free prison.
What do you mean?
Free, because the state, there's a demand. Where are you going to put them when they come out?
Right? Yeah.
And maybe like there's just, I don't know, like the greed makes me think about it. But like if you could find a place for them to live, you're going to have you'll be able to rent the unit out every time.
Oh, you're talking about like pedophiles specifically, or just
Yeah.
prison? Yeah.
No,
I mean,
pedophiles.
you should. Yeah. There's
What are we going to do with them? Where are we going to put them? And the thing is, I don't know if it's an addiction. I want to think it is. But like those guys should never come out ever.
Yeah, they should have to. You should, like you
Ever.
said, they should be. There's a documentary to watch where it's called Pervert Park. It's a really rough watch, but they have like a trailer park in Florida, and they're just like gated community. It's like they just all live in here, and people just fucking puff beer bottles over at
No,
them.
okay, so they're contained then. At least they know where they are.
But dude, not like so. I used to get housing for people when I went to school for social work. One of my jobs was to get housing for prisoners. So you get out of jail, I would do a little interview, and be like, hey, I'd have to get like, what is the nature of your crime? But it was just like selling drugs and stuff. And then the lady who ran it didn't tell me she had opened up to pedophiles, because that was one of my. I would like break the ice, because I didn't like being like, hey, what'd you go to jail for? So I'd be like, hey, I have to ask you this. As long as you're not like a pedophile, whatever, don't worry. And they would always be like, motherfucker, I'm not a fucking pedophile. I'm like, And then one day the guy was like, well, I actually am. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And I talked to my boss. I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I decided to start taking pedophiles. We got to find them housing too. And I was like, okay. But
what
like,
year?
This was only like, this would have been 2019, 2018, around then. my thing was like, I didn't want to, and I would call their probation officers because I would be like, isn't there laws? These guys can't be, I can't like throw this guy into Best Buy. Like there's kids around there.
No, there's the 1,000 feet or whatever
That's what
by
I
a
thought.
school and
Dude,
all that. I
but-
think there is.
That's what I thought it was, man. But this person, it was kind of like, leading the thing, as far as I remember, was kind of like, no, they're fine. They have rights. And I called the guy's probation officer. I'm like, this guy can't work here, Kenny. The probation officer was like, fuck no. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. So it was weird. I remember ending up telling the lady, I was like, I
Don't ask, don't tell. We got to get rid of them.
I was like, bro, I'm not sending this guy, into apartment buildings. I don't know. So it was I just told her, like, I don't,
The stigma seems less now for ex-drug dealers.
it does.
'Cause
Those guys,
pot's legal. I mean, if you went to jail for weed,
Yeah.
how could that even?
I got those guys' houses pretty easily because I would just cold call landlords and be like, hey, I got this great deal, 6 month upfront, paid rent. And they'd be like, well, what is it? What is it? I'd be like, here's the catch. And then they would go, oh, come on, man. I'd be like, dude, they're not like fucking pedophiles. They just sold drugs. Like, come on. The 6 months is paid up
People
front.
pay their rent. Who cares?
And then, so they were cool about that. But once she tried to have me find like the pedophile, and I had to tell her, like, look, I'm not the guy to help these
Because
guys.
now they're gonna
not
they'll
even
never.
well, not even yeah. Then you're gonna fuck up all these other guys'
Right.
housing, and it's also like I remember the one dude would call me, the guy who was on my caseload who had that kind of stuff, and he would just be like, "Hey, I'm outside." In my head, like, I wouldn't even be there, and I'd be like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "It's raining," and I'd be like, "Tough." So I'm like, "There's got to be someone who can help that guy." So they do need help from somebody, but it was like, I can't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Like you just build like a 600 unit spot, and they're all there. Where are they gonna go?
Dude, it's a weird thing to do, and they just kind of like hush and quietly tuck them in a neighborhood, like, hey, here's the guys here, and it's like, it's fucked up, man. It's really.
And then
fucked up.
when you do the real estate transaction, you got to say about the sex offender registry. Like you have to check that box because it's like if someone moved into your neighborhood and they were
tough.
that, it's gonna devalue everything.
Yep, it's that. Those guys have a hard time.
They
and-
never seem to be able to break free.
No, and
It's not like you sold LSD, you went to prison, you never sold
Yeah.
it again.
exactly. Even if you did, whatever.
Well, I did
but-
flood Marion with it.
Did you
one
really?
last time.
What? How'd you do that? So yeah, you were in the
So
you're in the
no, I
supermax.
did. I set it up. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, I remember this because you were pissed when you got. Was that correct? When you
I don't
got
think
out?
I put it in the book, but maybe I put it in the book. I don't think it's 2015 I got out. No, that would have been after the statute of limitations. So I set it up. I said to my friend, I said, listen, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but if you get a letter that's like this from this place, this is where the LSD will be. So I drove. I was on federal. All this shit's past its 5 years statute of limitations. The only way that they can extend it is if they ask a court, and then they have to notify you.
It's just all entertainment anyway, dude.
So right, and so I got it. I got the liquid. I put it on the paper. I wrote this letter with gloves on, and with my left hand. The envelope, and I drove past Marion. Way down south through Illinois and then into that state that's right to the east, either Tennessee or Kentucky, and then just went to a mailbox with a stamp and just put it in. So then it had that thing, right? And then he acknowledged it in a with a future letter. He didn't say
Anything,
but then I never wrote him back again.
That's
But
cool, guy.
I had to do it as one last act of defiance. I had to do it. And the thing is, they could have come to me and said he got caught with it. You sent it. There was no fucking trace. I didn't have a cell phone. It's not like they knew I drove there. I didn't get pulled over. There was there's no way.
And it just ran right through there. That must have been wild.
The
dude.
thing is, I did a line of coke one time in prison, and smoking weed, it was hard to get used to. When James first got me stoned, I was crying in my bunk because it's just the horror of what, dude.
That must have been terrible
And
getting that high in jail.
Twice there was acid and I didn't take it, but one time this guy gave me this line of coke, ether based, just wicked, just so high. But then coming down off that, dude, was not that you wanted more, but you're like, I'm in fucking prison.
Ugh.
Dude, that's a hard fucking reality. So
What was it
taking
like being
acid,
Yeah.
Herb got 4 or 5 hits. Each hit was 200 mics. And he asked me for a week, not to push me, but he said, because he's like, we're all going to take this, but there's one for you. And then he kept coming to the chow and saying, "Are you sure?" Because he's like, "I'll probably never get this again." And then I remember when they took it, they had a great time. But I just thought if I took that in jail, like 8 or 10 hours of tripping in prison, I don't know, man.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
I have a friend who smoked K2 in jail, like the synthetic weed.
Yep.
And he said and this guy, this guy was doing.
Isn't it just like weed?
Yeah, but apparently it's like kind of harsh from what I've heard. It's like it can be like because it's just a chemical. So like weed, the plant can only get so strong, but K2, they're spraying these synthetic cannabinoids. It could be fucking.
Who knows?
Exactly. So he said, and this guy, he had done like
Tripping.
all the drugs you could possibly do, and he was like, dude, fuck that shit. He said he was in there. He kept hearing people come in, checking on, and it wasn't happening. It was him and the dude in there just in terror the whole time.
Did you like the way we made pipes?
Yeah. Yeah.
It worked perfectly. And the thing is that if you blow the smoke out with another tube of bounce, you see smoke, but you cannot smell it.
That was the old
It's
college. That's the old
unbelievable.
college trick too.
You got to suck the whole hit down though, so there's no little
There's no
smoke left.
That was the college trick. You would put the Febreze fabric softener sheet in a paper towel thing and blow it out.
Because pot smells so strong to people that don't
Yeah.
smoke it.
Yeah, smoking weed in jail does seem like a lot of trouble. Seems like you'd have to be really kind of careful. I guess you could go outside.
Sparky took me out, and we just kept hitting this joint during the move right when I arrived. And when I got back, I swear to God, it was like I took 10 hits of acid.
Freaked
I
out.
was so fucking stoned. Like,
Eesh.
dude, and I'm like 151 months. I hadn't won an appeal. It was just this wickedness.
It really set in. That weed does that to you, where like the reality of stuff
And
sets in.
every
in a way. It's
day
like,
took me twice a day, and after about a week, it was
got-
like,
you got
yeah, let's go
fortified.
yeah. Fuck it, you got to do your time, right? And then they
true.
taught me how to beat the piss test. You drink. I
read about that.
You drink a gallon of water, and then the lieutenants give you 2 hours, and because they can't just grab you and say pee, they say you got 2 hours to report to the lieutenant's office. You got to drink a full gallon in 15 minutes. They taught me this, and then they said by the 6th or 7th piss, they said you want to wait to 7. If you can wait till 8, it's just pure water.
Don't you get a dilute though? I heard you the drug test now they can hit you with it was too diluted. Where
This was the 90s,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
is, whenever they would take they take it, you'd go back to the lieutenant's office. They would make it look like they're putting it in a mailer, but then they would always ask you if you admit to us you did drugs, we'll only give you 30 days. I mean, I never would, but nothing ever came back dirty.
That's
Today,
cool.
the test might be different, the whole whatever. But if you didn't piss, you would get a dirty. Then it's 90 days in the hole and you'd probably get transferred,
Yeah, it sucks.
which is the fucking worst.
And you also, if they, even if it was diluted, you'd have the time because it'd have to get mailed out, ran through a lab, and by then it's like, hey,
I don't know.
was
Did they do
diluted.
that in the 90s, the dilution?
I've just heard about it. I don't know. I was so young in the '90s. I was a wee boy, but I remember hearing about that move, like just slam a bunch of fucking water, but then the test would come back as like inconclusive because it was just too diluted.
I think that 8th piss, because you're talking now maybe at 45, 50 minute mark. If you slam that, it looks like water. It smells like water.
Yeah.
It's probably barely 98 degrees warm.
No, it makes
Like-
sense back then that they would have been like.
But today, I think they probably could detect it.
Yeah,
on
I had
anything.
I had to do a drug test when I was working for my dad. He does demolition. We were like working in like on the hospital kind of, or was it a hospital? It was a school. It was a school. So they like everyone had to get drug tested. So I remember what we had to do. We had all day, and it wasn't like you had somebody watching you. So we just had like. I filled up a latex glove of pee from somebody I knew, and then you just keep a hand warmer on it, so it keeps it at like 98 degrees.
How did you know he was clean? You just hoped?
I just knew he was. I asked him. He didn't. I knew so he didn't smoke weed or do anything. So I was like, "Let me get pee in this glove for me, or pee in a thing." And then I just dumped it in the glove.
And it worked?
Kept it on a hand warmer. But then I got there, my friend needed some too,
Oh.
so we had to split it. And then we both. I didn't realize there was a minimum amount, so we both gave like that much.
Did they take it?
Yeah.
That's
The
awesome.
nurse was cool. She was really, but they hit you with the temperature. That was a big thing. They temp check it
Because
to make
then they
sure.
see if it's cold. It's not 98.6.
Exactly. So the hand warmers, I had to ask for hand warmers in like July. I was like, "You guys have hand warmers back here?" And they're like, "Yeah, but why?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I just need them. I'm going somewhere." So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. So then that story too about getting.
What about the duffel bag?
What about it?
What do you think happened to it?
What, the duffel bag you got taken from you? Didn't you get it? Did you get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of the book, man. You got that was it. All came together. That guy.
What the fuck? So that
He probably felt
motherfucker.
fucking bad.
That lieutenant sent it to me after I got home from Marion, which means he held it the whole time I was in Marion.
What the hell was it? What was that about? Why did he give it back to you?
It was a fuck you.
You think that was his fuck you to you?
100%.
What? You don't think that was? I took that as the guy who was like had a nice moment where he was just like, yeah, let me give this guy his bag back.
No way.
Why did he do that? Just to be a
I
dickhead?
think so. I burned it in a 55-gallon drum that day. I had a ceremony to let it all go.
That's cool. That makes sense.
I did. And maybe it was, I never thought that. I mean, I wasn't in a bad, it just struck me like this motherfucker sent it back now.
It is weird. Also, is it normal to keep, like, how would he even get an alert that you were out?
He was following it. He had to be.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. So like, but it represented so much.
Yeah.
I had to, like the Phoenix, like just let this go. And I had a ceremony.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
No one was there. And I just like, this is going.
This thing's out of here. That makes sense. Just
I don't regret it, but it would have been kind of cool to say, hey, here's the green duffel bag. But
no, man.
I had to let it go. I had to just get rid of it. It symbolized so much.
Yeah, and just to move on.
Was that bad psychologically? What do you think?
No, I think that's, feel good doing that. Get rid of it. Just to, that way you're out. That's like a chapter that's totally done with.
Yeah.
And there's something kind of cool and ceremonial about being like, all right, I'm done with this part
I
of my
can
life.
let go.
Especially if you think the guy was fucking with you. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
Well, I don't know that. It shocked me, though.
Yeah, I'd be
that
freaked
this
out,
came.
dude.
It was shocking.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out. Like, first of all, I was like, dude, you're keeping tabs on me.
I'm staying with my brother, which the probation officer would have known. But, like, all my other stuff I had.
Yeah.
Like, because when I left Marion, there's that stuff that got sent. Like, this is maybe weeks or months later. It just was weird.
It is weird. And then the one thing I did want to ask you about, because this is in the book as well, you got out and you started a pretty successful real estate.
Dude, I
venture.
was so focused. I got to come back. No, I was like by accident. The house, there was a bust. They showed coke. I was going to my job. There's an arcane law that was like, you can make an unsolicited bid with the Marshal Service if they seize assets. And I knew all this from jail.
Yeah.
And so then I actually dated the Marshal.
That helps.
A little. She probably would deny it. But so I bought that house.
Yeah.
I bought that house probably 18 months later for like $25,000. And then I just like felt like changing the design. My mom would always take me to these Frank Lloyd Wright homes. Mm-hmm. And so I just started doing it. And then some people helped me in the neighborhood. They saw sympathetic to the architecture, but I needed help like with the design and just people and contractors. And then that just started the evolution. And I was hyper-focused, monster, just like going after it, like not worried about a Rolex, but just loving what I do. And I was good at it. The best that I've ever been at anything probably in the world of commerce and making money that's legit, paying taxes. I mean, 2005, I paid $175,000 in federal tax. I mean, where the fuck did that money go, man? A fucking tank tread? Like, goddamn. But so that just focused me, and I just would buy buildings, restore them, or buy apartment buildings, restore them, rent them, and sell them.
That's cool. Yeah, and you got into like just kind of. I remember the book
I did
saying,
addresses and everything, and then my lake house. This massive lake estate, S109W35190 Jacks Bay Road, Eagle, Wisconsin 53149. Dude,
nice.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, you had
that spot was unbelievable.
And you got hit with a subprime mortgage crisis. Yeah, man.
I was told.
That's wild, dude.
I was told not to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I wanted to get to 3 million and then get 3 million in T-bills and then still do what I do. But that was my goal. And I had 9 years at $1,010,000. I bought that lake estate and 2 other houses, 6429 North Santa Monica and 1525 North Marshall. And then just, it went, man. And I paid all the mortgages till I had like 11,000 left. And then a bankruptcy lawyer came to me and said, if you file bankruptcy, you could stay in that lake house for another 18 months. And I said, dude, I'm giving the keys back. Like, it's done. I'm not just going to stay here. And I flew to Hawaii and I started to caretake a farm. But that took me 10 years mentally. Like now, like you being on here, like that focus and drive, like it's there. I have it, but I still do it today. And I have a little, not where I was, but I'm not driven like I was and I want to be.
Right.
I want to be.
But you're still doing the properties.
Yes.
That's cool. Rehabbing and fixing up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I guess I'm an artist and buildings are my medium.
That's
I'm not
kinda
a
cool.
contractor because I can't do it for someone else because then it's their vision and I can't just
Right.
do what I do with the people, you know?
That's true.
So it gives, that's what I know. Like I can't, you know, like I'm not a painter or
For sure.
that's kind of like what the hand I was dealt.
Yeah. No, that's pretty
And
cool.
I love working out. I like
It's
working
physical,
out.
It's a nice physical job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? What are you up to now, and what's your plan to do?
Well, you've
what are you
you've
gonna do?
inspired me. I'm going to do an Audible in the book. I'm going to do a second edition. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the name. And then the whole social media thing is like all new to me. But like you can get paid for views.
Yeah.
Like you can go on a show and drink liquid death and show it, and like you're gonna get 10 fucking grand. Like I see it. I understand marketing. Like holy fuck, man.
you want that liquid death money?
Fuck yeah, man. Why not? Like it's cool. The fame part is weird to me, but I guess like that's part of it, you know? Like
So what, are you gonna start a podcast or something?
I don't think I could compete.
Right. But you just want to do the real estate.
I'd love to sell the book, the movie rights. I had started
That's-
a cream
yeah.
plate. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
with the book, it was funny because you did what, 5,000 copies?
yes,
Sold them, and now the only books are on Amazon. And I was like,
People, I'm not
like
selling them for $200.
Dude,
Those are other people.
we looked up his book. Me and Nate were there. Nate Marshall were looking
You
up his
thought
book.
it was me.
And I was like, damn, this guy's selling his books for fucking $200.
No.
And that's all, they're secondhand sellers that
because
you
they
sold
see
all your ones. Yeah.
from the soft white underbelly. It's
Yeah.
like within a couple months, I'm like, Mark, what the fuck? People are selling my book for $250. He's like, yeah, that's part of the deal.
You got to print more, dude.
I could print more or do a second edition because what I want to do is a chapter every other a letter every other chapter, and then add Marion. I took a bunch of stuff out about Marion.
Yeah, the book was, I'm telling you, the book was great. I couldn't stop reading it. So
But they do a feature film on a guy who invented the delay on a windshield wiper, $80 million. Like they'll do it on anything. But the story, that's not my story. I mean, my story's there, but just the story of the history of Marion
yeah,
and the drug laws and like the riots.
yeah,
Like what the fuck,
that was
man?
cool, and it was fascinating.
It's
to be-
crazy after this many years. Like you have me on this podcast, it makes it relevant again. Like unfucking believable. Like how the fuck? Like you saw that show and you're like, I gotta get this guy. Like
Yeah,
what? And then I took 21 days to respond. I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker's gonna think.
not a big deal.
I'm
dude.
like, what the fuck?
Well, I did think
You
it was
know.
crazy how you were in there and you were describing like the people, especially in Marion, like these guys would kill you, like without hesitating. And you'd have to form friendships with these guys and hang
Bruce
with them.
Pierce,
And you knew,
Doc Holliday.
and the fact that you did tell
Big
the,
Mike
the guards,
McElhenney.
we didn't get. I'll leave that in the book, but yeah, that is funny that you just completely beefed with the guards on that level and threatened them that you're gonna kill them.
Well, I thought about it on the plane coming here. There was a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood who's now in the ADX, Mike McElhenney. He never overtly, I thought, danger of him, but I knew he was a wicked dude. Like you had like the big wolf, but like he gave me a respect. And it had to be because who the fuck would he also probably thought I was a fucking idiot because the guards could have killed me. But like,
Oh,
who would
because
have
of what
ever
you
said
said.
that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do you like Tommy Silverstein. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck,
dude, it's
man?
pretty rough,
That's
dude.
insane. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm like at all. Like, how could that have even come out of my mouth? It shows you the, I don't know, the naivety I still have probably to this day in some form. You
But
know,
no, that was pretty sick. But well, dude, yeah, man, fucking pumped. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.